welcome to Wednesday night Lorcana on the ICL. We're playing everyone's favorite game. Normally it is Katie playing, but she hasn't been here for the last few times to play it, so I'm going to play it. We're going to try to guess who is here in the booth. Who's here to chit-chat about who we're going to get to see play. Speaking of, this is the match we got tonight. It's a pretty good one. Enter the battlefield versus luxury. Second rank versus fourth. Week 6. 3 more weeks after this till we do the top cut. First and second get a 1-round bye in the top 12, and the rest duke it out in single elimination for 1 round, and then they all meet up for a top 8 single elimination playoff. So, there's no guesses, but it's just me. It's just me. I was hoping to trick some people, be like, maybe they'll guess people who aren't here yet. But currently, it is just me holding the fort down. We should have some more people popping up as we go, but as things are, traffic and life get in the way sometimes. That does happen. Luckily, I am trained in sitting here and talking to myself about nothing. And I don't have to talk about nothing. We actually get to talk about things. We've got some player cards to go through. I can debate with myself which team actually will be winning here. It's gonna be tough. Who knows what's gonna happen? Maybe even other people are gonna show up right in the middle of my little spiel. Like that could be a thing that happens. All right. All right, let's just swap some things up. Is everyone excited? Sevi asks, how does a team enter the ICL? Well, you have to be really nice to me. All right. Yeah, you just have to be nice to me. The secrets I just said while I was muted, that's really what you have to do. Like those couple of things, those are the important bits.
Be consistent, be ready to finish the drill when things go bad, because things are going to go bad sometimes. You got to see it all the way through. You can't give up.
Look who this is. Look who this is.
Yo, we out here back at it
Welcome
again.
To Wednesday night Lorcana.
ICL on a Wednesday kind of clears ICL on a Tuesday. Not gonna lie. If they had to compete, I think ICL on a Wednesday is kind of clearing a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, Luke. I don't know. It's about that hump day ICL action.
I was gonna say it's like Friday, right? It's like the weekend. You're just like, we're going. Let's go. It's like we're about to start traveling for events and all sorts of good stuff like that.
ICL on a Wednesday has like a bit more of a little edge to it. It seems a little more hardcore. On a Tuesday, it seems a little preppy, a little. I don't know.
Maybe it's my Magic roots. They do Friday Night Magic, and that's why I was like, Wednesday Night Lorcana, or Wednesday Night ICL. I kind of like. I don't know if I like ICL on a Tuesday or ICL on a Wednesday. We gotta do better than that.
Okay,
I think we can do better than that.
Are you talking about the naming one? I'm just saying like being extremely literal, like ICL on a Tuesday. Like it is Tuesday, it is Wednesday. We're doing ICL. We need to come up with an actual name, is what you're saying.
Yeah. We need a nice catchphrase.
Okay.
I know Rod has like, who you got?
Who you got?
ETB or luxury?
That's pretty good.
I don't know why we got a deeper voice. Rod's like has the exact same voice temperament as us, but we're just like, no, we got to lower it down an octave.
That's pretty good. Oh, I think Rod's got a little timbre. He's got a little depth in the voice there. He's got a nice feel, a lot of rich baritone in the voice a little bit. He can get up there though too. He can go high a little bit. He can get down low. He got a little timber.
Rod's just like trying to do the player meeting. He's like, what are these dudes going about? What are they going on about? Like, what is this?
All right, but we got another high impact match coming our way. ETB versus luxury. I think their records are pretty good too, and these are two of the best teams in the whole league as well. ETB are defending, returning
Yeah.
champions, back at it again, trying to go for the repeat,
The
sending out
reigning champs.
Habibi, reigning champions, defending, sending out Habibi, who got a new pick. Thoughts on this new pick for Habibi, this new thirst trap, we're going to call it.
So my brain works in a weird way. Now that I've seen this picture of him, like that's how I imagine him. So I don't even remember what his old picture looks like.
Yeah, his old picture, he was in like the suit and the tie, like he was at a wedding, like a groomsman photo. I remember.
Oh, I like casual Habibi more than wedding attire.
I like it too. And the face, he's got like this cool guy frown there. What he's trying to do there, like he's trying not to smile, but he's smiling through the frown. Knock it off. I call it a pout. He's pouting in this photograph there.
Oh, he's happy pout.
Yeah, that's what he's doing there. That's what I call that. Shout out to Habibi. Getting loose, getting active. Top 64 DLC in Texas. Top 32 DLC in Toronto. Top 16 GC 8K. Top 8 PPG 10K. Top 8 GC GTA 5K. And Season 1 ICL champ. He should drag that one all the way to the top because that's the most important one for the ICL. But I dig the vibes. Everyone knows who Habibi is. Super consistent player. But still trying to find some legs in this new metagame now that Amber Steel is no longer with us in the core constructed. But maybe there are some song decks that we can see Habibi leaning on now. We've seen Circle of Dogs kind of pulling out as a fan favorite cheap inkwell strategy. Maybe that's what Habibi's going to be leaning on.
I would not put it past Habibi that if he found a broken version of Amber Steel, he would not play it until Richmond.
Oh yeah, keep it in the house. Keep it in
on
house.
The hush, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, keep it on the lowdown. Okay. I can see that, but I don't know. Maybe he's just gonna. He's a consistent player. He doesn't have to stick with a certain thing. I think he can reach out and find some cool things, and I've seen him do other things as well.
Yeah, he's been playing dogs quite a bit recently. Towards the end of the Fabled season, he did not care for the more aggressive Amber Steel lists and kind of went for the more combat tricky under the sea dogs. Possibly corrupted by his teammate Joseph Quigley there, but I know the Quickster loves that Amber Emerald songs discard.
Yeah, I think that's Habibi's identity. I think he just likes cheating inkwell, cheating ink reserves. I think that's what he wants to do.
Clip it, JDZ. He just likes cheating.
Not cheating, no, cheating ink. He likes to cheat ink. Inkwell, like something like that. So a whole new world decks, cheating ink. But we got Riley Taylor Lore. No, Riley Taylor. Hey man, my bad. Riley Taylor Lore. I can't read, Luke. Taylor.
Riley Taylor.
Oh, got it. Okay, I see now. Riley Taylor, ETB ICL Season 1 winner. See, he gets it. Puts the ICL at the very first thing. You love to see that. 3 GTA League top 4s can cook minute noodles in 56 seconds. Man, I had my pistol. I blast one off right there. Shout out to you, OP. Riley Taylor.
See, I think the manual sound effects are so much better than the soundboard. I'm sorry, it's too.
I couldn't do it. We got to get the soundboard in here. I feel so nerfed without access to the soundboard.
I may have met Riley before, but I don't think so. Okay. I feel bad saying that. He's like, I'm gonna run into him again. He's be like, we've met like 5 times, bro.
I think I've covered a few of his games because I'll help ETB sometimes at their end of the series event that they will put on their GTA Master event to close out each set. I've broadcast a few of those, so I have covered a few of his games, but I haven't met him before. But I have seen his skills. I know what he can do. He can move the cards around, and that's all I want to see out here in the ICL. So shout out to Riley. Let's see if he can get it done in that second spot.
And taking up slot number 3, we have the Quigster himself, Joseph Quigley.
Oh, they sent the heaters out, man.
And he puts ICL Season 1 champs on the top. And underneath that prestigious award, Top 16 North American Continentals, Top 32 DLC Chicago, Top 32 PPG Texas 10K.
There it is. I think to your point, there is only one ICL championship team where there are top 16. I mean, there's 16 other people, but there's only one. Okay,
15
ICL
other
champion.
people, but yes.
So of course that should be the number one on the kickoff there to to have your credits. That should be the top title that you have. But everyone knows Joseph Quigley as well, aka Tigger Boy, aka the Quigster, aka Kangaroo Quig, aka Mr. Joseph Quigley, Quig Nasty. If you know him, you know what I'm saying.
Quig Nasty.
Quig Nasty.
I didn't think I'd find one I liked more than the Quiginator, but you went and you found a better nickname somehow.
The Quigster, aka Quig Nasty, out here for all of his friends. You only, like Janet Jackson, Miss Jack, whatever. Anyway, but Quigster, you know who he is. You know what he's all about, man. Probably on some of that blue green. I would be shocked and surprised to see him coming in with another deck right now. He's been playing blue green for a long time, even before it was this meta destroying threat that it has become right now. And he was always a top talent then. So maybe he's on something else to try to get ahead of the game a little bit more, because I know he prides himself on being a deck builder and trying to stay ahead of what everybody else is doing. So maybe that's what the Quigster is doing.
He did tweet about the Forbidden app recently, and I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me make sure it's a tweet and not from a private Discord. And
okay. Shane leaking the secret goo, huh? You leaking the sauce, huh? Okay. Okay.
I'll just let you chat for a second.
Okay, checking out the chat. Checking out the chat. Oh man, I'm getting lit up, dude. He also said he likes kid fights. You guys got to put that in the right context, okay? You guys are catching me out of context. Azraelis, man, I need that in context, okay? I said I did say that, okay? But the context was there. Habibi just likes cheating. Come on, that's not what I said either. I'm getting clipped all in the wrong context. You
I mean, that one technically, that is exactly what you said. You just said more.
Ink. He likes to cheat ink, okay? He wants to do things.
Saying he likes cheating and he likes cheating ink are literally saying the same thing, just one has an extra word.
He likes to cheat ink, okay? He likes to get ink into his inkwell or make plays that use ink that you didn't have to pay full value for.
I couldn't find the Twitter because even though I follow him, the Twitter search function is the worst thing in existence. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. I haven't used Twitter. I just started using Twitter recently, and I'm telling you right now, my life was better without it. Okay.
So it has its uses. The app formerly known as Twitter does, and it's just all right. So I used to use Reddit, and I would find that whenever I'd find Magic news, it would always be linked back to Twitter. Yeah. And it just turned out that like the age range of most of the Magic pros and players were in the Twitter era. And then that is similar with the Lorcana players. I've just been on there since Magic, and a lot of other... It just seems to be that that's where you can get a lot of content from famous niche people, right? Like, I'm not going to just accept everyone who adds me on Facebook, but like you can find me on Twitter. You can hear my opinions on Twitter, but you're not going to hear it on Facebook, right? But I'm not famous enough to have my own website or something that someone's going to go to or do that. I mean, I guess I could be Instagram as well or whatever, but like, who knew? Social media was good for people who claim to have opinions about subjects you might care about.
Gotcha. Okay. I guess I'm new to it. I'm still figuring it out. I'll get on there more. Sometimes I find myself just on there, just reading what people are saying and watching little short videos. I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this?
Well, I mean, the brain rot is real, and that's just the future of our existence, and learning with the addiction of brain rot is real. And that's, you know, maybe I'll be a guest on you and Garrick's thing, and we'll be like, brain rot expert who spends 8 hours a day brain rotting, here to tell you the dangers and woes of it. Luke Wonderland.
I'll take you up. We'll do that. Set that up next week. This is not a podcast. Coming to you next Tuesday. We'll get Luke with his expertise in brain destroying TikToks and Instagram and how.
Oh yes, one of my favorite things to do. Melt my brain and look over and realize it's been 3 hours since I first looked down at my phone, and it is now 2 a.m. and I need to go to bed.
There you go.
But we have this amazing player repping Team Luxury. We've got Danzor. Top 32 DLC Milwaukee, top 25 at NA Continentals. Not. Do you think he got 25th exactly, or do you think he got 24th and was like, you know what, top 25 sounds better than top 24?
I think if you put top 25, that's because you got 25. You're not gonna put top 25 if you got 24.
See, Yeah,
No
it's
chance.
it's a delicate dance. I put top 32 for my LCC thing. I put top 32 in Atlanta. I got
Hmm.
19th-ish or whatever, or 18th-ish due to tie breaks or whatever. I would have finished there, but I didn't put that. I thought about it, but I was like,
You should
no,
have.
it
You
doesn't.
should
It
have. You got
doesn't
to really
sound right.
represent.
But
You could put,
25th, like I could see top 25's fine. That's like that's a number that pleases my brain.
or maybe top
So
20. You could have gone top 20 on yours.
I could have done top 20.
I
That
think.
hurts because I got top 20 at Worlds. I think I put that. I
Yeah.
might have put 20th at Worlds and be like, please just don't look up how many people played in Worlds.
Oh.
And then it's just don't look it up. And then it looks really good when you don't look up how many people played in Worlds. But when you know how many people play in Worlds, you're like, oh, yeah, I see you scrubbed out then, huh? Yep, yes,
Nice,
I
nice,
did.
nice. Okay. Okay.
But this amazing player also got top 4 at DFW DLC. Quite impressive. Quite impressive. Mariah Carey, that impresses her.
I like it, and I'm also
Uh,
impressed by the cropping on that photograph. There was a hand there. There's someone's hand. Now it's just a disembodied hand that's floating forever.
You mean
on
there
his
was a
shoulder.
body with the hand? The hand's
There-
still there.
The hand is still there, but
That's
the
his
body is
hand.
no longer there.
That's his
his
hand.
own hand.
He's showing
Oh.
off that he can. He's like quadruple jointed or whatever that is.
Nice.
I have
I
a
admit
friend that can do that, and when he like does that and grabs around, it is creepy. It's not really his hand, I don't think, but it could
No,
be.
it's not. It could be, and I would like to believe that it is now, based on this conversation. But I met this Illumineer down in Milwaukee. Super happening person, super happening dude. He knows the game very well. He talks lines pretty clean, and he has great gameplay. So interested to see what he's going to bring tonight. Maybe we got more Sapphire Amethyst because they played it before school, and it's kind of fallen out of favor here in this Whispers in the Well meta a little bit. And
Thank
maybe
goodness.
maybe he'll run it back.
Thank goodness. Get that blurple out of here. It's like it's like Ruby Amethyst and Sapphire Ruby.
Yeah,
It can only be good for so long before you're just like, no.
agreed.
No. Some people,
Agreed.
I've seen people trying to bring back Ruby Sapphire, and I'm just like, it's too soon.
Cut
Too
it out,
soon.
dude. I mean, you
Sisu
wouldn't say
is
that.
not
You
even
wouldn't say that for Green Steel, though. I bet.
the dirt Sisu's buried under isn't even solidified yet. It's
Okay. Nice.
Next up in the lineup, we've got Allie, also known
Yo.
as Luxcana. And this is her first TCG. She has a Lorcana Princess collection. I did not know that. Well, I probably talked about that the last time I read the card, but I forgot about it. So it's very interesting. And a mat collection. And her favorite food is ice cream. And, you know, I think that's a lot of people's favorite foods.
That's a cool favorite food, but I think that's one of those monkey's palm situations. Like if you got like a really
definitely.
rude genie, and I'm like, hey man, what you gonna eat one food for the rest of your life? And you're like, oh, my favorite food is ice cream, and you gotta eat ice cream forever. Nah, you're not gonna
Yeah.
trap me like that. I'm picking like pot roast, dude, and
Steak.
like pot
I
roast, like some
think-
kind of meat or something. I'm kidding, but seriously, Allie,
It's-
and she does
I think
all
you
the
could-
deck profiles. I've seen her before, but this is the
I just
first
want
time
to
I think
deep
we've
dive
seen her.
into that question.
Go ahead.
No, I just want to just be like, but meat, you can make sweet meat and savory meat. You can't really make savory ice cream.
You can't. That's what I'm saying. You can't. That's why I'm always afraid.
But I love
to
ice
say,
cream.
hey, I'm always just afraid of the possibility of a mean, like a wicked genie, like appearing randomly, and they say, hey man, what's your favorite food? And you say something like ice cream, and guess what? You're eating ice cream forever now because of the curse that they just hexed you with.
All right.
Thoughts?
All right. You can make a savory ice cream, chat, but it's
You
not going to
can?
be savory like a steak. It's not going to
What about-
have
yeah, you're
the
not- it's not gonna
meat
fill you up.
satisfaction. Like, yeah, it's like maybe. All right. What if the ice cream was meat ice cream? So you had so you take a nice mid-rare steak and you just put a scoop of ice cream on top and you call it mid-rare ice cream. You could deep fry ice cream. You could steak an ice cream.
Yo, you
Anyways,
cannot have
Allie,
a-
I thank you so much for having this on your card to give us this conversation. I'm calling it now. We're not
can't
even going
have
to go through the third player. I'm saying Luxury's going to win just off of this ice cream discourse.
You can't have meat flavored ice cream, Luke. It's just not a thing. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe you can have
I
meat-flavored
said
ice
that
cream,
about pickled ice cream. pickle ice
I think
cream, and that was a lot
once you
better than I expected. I didn't think fruit
okay,
steak would be good either, but you know what? Grapes and strawberries are not bad on steak if done right. It
all
can
right,
be done
you're right.
very poorly. It can be done very poorly.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you the pass. That's like a meat ice cream. We
Milk
can open up a
steak is
restaurant.
another thing you could.
We can open up a restaurant and have meat ice cream there and really corner the market. Let's get in early, okay?
I'm
As
arguing
Hamza
for it and I
Khan
can't face it.
notoriously does not like ice cream. You hate to see it, okay? You absolutely hate to see it. But he's in here
Where does it
and
say that?
it doesn't say it on his
I
card.
was just like,
So
did
we
he say it in
just
chat?
no, no.
He
It's just
didn't
not on
say
the
he likes
card.
ice cream on chat on the card, so he obviously does not like ice cream. If he really liked ice cream, it would be on the card.
Meat flavored ice cream. But Hamza is here from Luxury Gaming. I have had the opportunity to meet this Illumineer multiple times as well. I think it was at the DLC. We had an interview as well. Phenomenal person, phenomenal human being. He's a legitimate doctor as well, just doing some great things in the world, but also being a great player. 6th in DLC in Atlanta, 34th DLC in Vegas, 17th DLC in Seattle, top 10 NA Continentals, 24th at Worlds, creator of the 72 card special. So there it is, man. The 72 card special. I think that's dead. It's over. You can't be doing that anymore.
It is. When he lost at Continentals, he needed to beat
done.
Sailor, and because he lost to Sailor, he has to place. I think it was something that if he lost that match, he had to play not 72, which could be a cop out. Yeah, exactly. He could have played 73. He could have played 71, even though like the heart of it, I assume, was you should play 60, but. Who knows? I know a few of the luxury players. I'm pretty sure Warp and El Rathian discussed that over 60 was okay in Ruby Amethyst and Set 1. And I'm a TCG purist, and you're gonna have to have a good argument for me to play more than 60.
I concur. But I think the time might be now, as maybe Hamza's rocking more than. That's one thing I would like to know in the interview. Find out how many cards he's playing in the deck. I guess we could pull him up and see for ourselves. But that'd be nice to see if he's playing that 60 card limit, or are you going to keep pushing it beyond. He's got some great reasons why he would want to go more, and it's worked out for him so much. Look at these top places that he's had in multitude of different tournaments, so you can't really hate him too much as he made it to the World Championship.
You're like, look at these placements right as I'm clicking the button to change to take it off the screen.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's just really funny. This is perfect timing. It just like makes me look bad.
Impossible.
Or just fair. All right. Well, I've already thrown my. I think Luxury's got this. I mean, reigning champ, sure, that's good and all, but.
I don't know. You pick Luxury. I think I will go ahead and pick Enter into the Battlefield. I love this team. I love what they're about. They are the defending and current champions right now. I think they're hot. I think they're going to come out. They sent a great side out as well. I think Habibi is great. I think Tigger Boy, a.k.a. the Quakester, is great. I think Riley is great. And I think they're going to come out there and put together enough to get to the victory here in the ICL on a Wednesday, a.k.a. get ready for ICL on a Wednesday.
I'm setting it up still.
No worries. Hopefully you guys are all at home enjoying it as well, as we are just having wall-to-wall action-packed Lorcana action non-stop. So ICL is just going to be another extension of that. As Luke is still setting it up. Hopefully we have some good matches. Hopefully, what I would love to see though on this ICL on a Wednesday, I think I'm doing round number 1 and round number 2 tonight. If we could skip the Emerald and Sapphire mirror match, that will be phenomenal. And I think since Habibi is here, I would only assume that Habibi is not going to be playing Emerald and or Sapphire. So we might be clear there, and I'd love to see that for us. I'm still recovering for what happened to us last night, man. Staring down the Emerald Sapphire mirror. It was a really nice match, and it did finish in the constraints of time. But man, it was an absolute slog. And let's see, maybe Dankster's playing Sapphire Amethyst. Maybe Habibi. I would love to see if Habibi is playing Emerald and Amber Songs. I think that's a deck that would fit his playstyle quite nicely, and maybe he can discover that Circle of Life, Under the Sea strategy with all of the the Mickey Mouse, and dog, what I'm talking about, with all the filtration and bring back the big bodies, as we do see an Emerald card going down. Hmm. Yeah, that was a crazy mirror match. It can't be. Yeah, and the game just comes to a screeching halt as Danzor will be playing the Amethyst and Steel versus some type of Emerald. We still don't know the other color yet. Seeing that dog lets us believe that it's going to be Amber and Emerald. We have not seen it yet. And it is going to be the Webby shifting early. Yeah.
Oh, apparently I was also muted. I double muted and then only single unmuted, foolishly.
That's okay. I'd have taken, but to your point, I would have still taken that 2 lore. I would have just went for it, man. But the Webby, I guess Habibi wants that value of the Webby. She does perform duties also as just a warded threat, but she can sing quite well with that 4 cost. So if you put down another singer here, you're already kind of setting up your singing capability, if that's something that you have in the strat. As Bobby Zimmerowski is coming on through, shaking up the hand a little bit. We'll kick out something, maybe a big body, and it's that lady. So Habibi is playing the Amber Emerald strategy with the dogs.
Yeah, he's been on this archetype for a little bit now. I'm surprised he's still on Lilo. I feel if there's a Lilo, that means he's probably not on a big Circle of Life package, but maybe. Oh, and the lady in the discard.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you see the 5-drop lady, you have to assume it's not the Circle of Life package.
Yeah.
Or most likely it's not. You just need those extra slots, and most of the big characters you're adding are also inkable, which is nice. So it's probably a more aggressive variant of the archetype. But Danzer here, not playing his normal Amethyst Sapphire, but going for an Amethyst Steel archetype, which is known to be good against the Amber Emerald dogs.
Yeah, the dogs, you have to be careful not to exert a character like that Madam M Tiny Adversary coming to the play. Could be a problematic situation for you. There's no Calhoun up right now, so you can still get some quests in, but it looks like you're just going to try to establish this wide board, and hopefully you can find one of those tramps. Tramp is still quite good here. Under the Sea, notoriously, it's going to be a little bit worse now that they've included cards like this Black Heron in the deck. Still relying on the White Rose as a 3-cost singer. So you're probably going to prepare yourself to lose some characters next turn as well. So Webby shifted, didn't do anything, and we're just continuing to try to figure out what a good use of this 3-ink turn could be.
Yeah, we need to do something, but we're kind of not even able to play Tramp. I guess we could ink and play Tramp, or play a 1-drop ink Tramp. Instead, we're just doing this. We're just going to trade off our Bobby with most likely a Black Heron using the Tramp. Notoriously known to come into play and buff up some characters. Do you remember what this character's sub name is off the top of your head?
That's Tramp, Enterprising Dog.
Yeah. Nice. I don't know if you saw it off the screen or if you knew it by heart. I assume you knew it by heart.
Enterprising Dog, Street Smart Dog. The other one is the...
there's the Sing.
I forget. And there is the Strength. The 6-cost one is the one I don't know. Crap. I forget his name.
Bashful Rogue or something?
Bashful Rogue. No, it's Rogue. Rogue sounds right.
Something Rascal. Dapper Rascal.
Okay, you're right. I was way off. The one with the handkerchief on. That guy right there.
Ashley's colors in chat being like, "You fools! Obviously, it's Dapper Rascal."
Dang. Color's been studying. I know Color's been putting in the work because we both have been studying, and I know that she's been studying too. It's
like my biggest weakness of a caster is not knowing the sub names.
All these ladies, all these tramps, all these Sisus, when they have like 15 different playable characters, I'm like, okay, let's grow up, guys. Give me a break, okay? Give me a freaking break.
I just have cute nicknames. And apparently that's just not probably what is needed to be done. They don't want to hear baby this and
Yeah.
middle this or
Medium
big
sisu,
this.
small sisu, yeah,
Yep.
illegal, banned. Okay, and we still have that Webby up now. We have that Lilo escape artist, and we're still thinking about what we want to do with it. And finally, we want to like to go on a slight quest with this Webby and get a little bit of Webby value. It seems for the first time, she's able to use her unique ability to keep your inkwell full a bit. Lilo now threatening to quest, but you could lose this entire board next turn and you are weighing the odds. These tramps are going to look really bad coming off the top of your deck if you don't have a board to deploy him a bit sooner, and you're running out of hand cards as well. This is looking great for Danzor, not so much for Habibi in this spot.
Yeah, Habibi needs some sort of card advantage, and currently his only card advantage is Webby. He didn't even play anything this turn. He literally drew a card for turn, got an ink with Webby, and passed.
Yeah.
Danzor singing a strength last turn on a 2-cost tramp is not a terrible thing for him to have.
Yeah, it would have been really nice for Habibi if he's playing a card like Emerald Chromacon or Amethyst Chromacon, Emerald Chromacon. I want to say if you could have got that down that turn to just use that ink and play a really high impact card, but now it's looking grotesque as this Elsa Fifth Spear is going to come on through, being able to clear the Lilo escape artist, and then the GD is now free and clear to quest unrestricted in any way. There's nothing that you really can have to combat this genie as Lilo's going to return from the discard pile. But this is looking really good for the Amethyst Steel player.
Habibi's hand must be like weird if we're willing to bring back Lilo. Like, what do we have in our hand now? Like, I feel if we had Tramp, we would have tried to play it a few turns ago. We wouldn't have exerted our stuff.
Yeah.
So it's probably just some big on ink. It could have been like multiple Lady Fives.
Yeah. How many? Or maybe it is that Dapper Rascal that we talked about. Maybe something like that, or maybe some Under the Siege. You have a number of those high cost songs in your hand, or something that you just can't seem to deploy, and you never got to your Tramp to be able to filter your hand. So you're just playing this really weird game where you notice you didn't put anything in the inkwell, you didn't put anything on the field. You got to be bricked massively. As Danzor is realizing that it's just all systems go, send, as you are piling up some damage. So maybe there is a go play, but you're so far away from your win condition.
Ooh, yeah, sadly, way too far for the go to matter. At this point, we have to go like character, Tramp, draw something, do something, but even then that just doesn't do enough, right? Like,
yeah.
We just inked a 7-cost Tramp and played a Webby 1.
Yeah. That's a good sign too, Luke, man. If you ever see this Emerald and Amber player inking a 7-cost Tramp, you know that you're gonna win. Like, they're losing at that point because something has gone systematically.
It's either turn 1 or the game's
exponentially
over.
Wrong. Yeah, it is.
Or you're gonna lose.
Rough out here.
Like, they might have 4 of them, and they're like,
yeah.
it's coming down the next 2 turns. You're getting like, oh my goodness, why would they ink this? Like, but yeah, it's really rough for them if they have to ink such a powerful card, because that is the reason to be playing it a lot of the times. And here we have Danzor picking up game 1.
Yeah, and we didn't even Habibi didn't even reveal the hand. We can't quite hear what they're saying, but we can only naturally assume that there was something that was very, very bad that happened to Habibi there in that spot. And you hate to see that. I mean, we did the LCCCC match here right before this match, essentially, and we saw another unfortunate breaking situation. It just doesn't feel good. You want these players to really get the opportunity to demonstrate their ability to play this game, and when they're not, playing at their best potential, it just feels terrible for everyone involved. So we'll get back at it again. You're going to be back on the play this time, and maybe you can get something different. But you mentioned earlier, Luke, you said that this matchup was bad for the Dogs player. What makes you say that? And not that I'm disagreeing with you. I just want to hear your insight on it.
Oh, my insight. I play neither of the decks. So hearsay and intuition tells me that it's probably strength. The fact that Elsa also comes down, gets to exert something. The deck needs to be able to go wide. And with Elsa's and Belle's, it's just really easy to trade their stuff out. They're not able to get all of the tricks that they need to. And with things like Hades and Into the Unknown, even their big characters like Tramp 7, like if you're able to start questing with it, just gets answered pretty quickly.
Well,
And
not no.
as we saw,
You mean
or not
Strength of
Hades,
Raging
I was
Fire.
thinking Blurple for a
No,
second. I was
you
thinking
said
Blurple for a
no.
second.
Hades. Hades is right, but the Anti enemy Strength of Raging Fire. Yeah, they just can't.
Yeah.
They
So
just
it's like
can't operate.
strength. Yeah, you can't do strength and that. But
Hmm.
in this list, you get the Elsa exerting things, the Belle moving damage, and then you have Calhoun, which is able to take down your 3 willpower characters and gaining lore at the same time.
Yeah.
And then you're tempoing out. So like both characters are going character, character, character. But the Steel Amethyst players' characters almost all have 3 strength or are defensive challengers while you're trying to be a low ground aggressive deck, and your Under the Sea does not do the work it needs to do in this matchup, but they're
Hmm.
able to play strength. They're able to get all this value from Belle and Elsa. So even if you try to go wide, and they since they have evasives, you can't interact. So normally you're able to take advantage of using your 1 drop and the 2 cost tramp to be able to counteract them by trading your 1 drop with their 4 drop or their heavy hitter. Getting profitable trades, and you just can't do that when they're beating you down with
Hmm.
Genie and I think we saw Tinkerbell get inked as well, and so that tends to just be a little bit rough for you. And they also
Yeah.
have Pete's too, so if you do even try to like rely on an Under the Sea or something, sometimes they just see it coming.
And they just cook you there. I agree. And even if you do get your under the sea off, a lot of times they have characters whose strength is just too high to even get sent under the sea. So you're just sitting there with a brick a lot of the times, unless you can hit those genies, Elsas, those one cost characters. As you are going to start Daisy Duck here, putting that Webby down into the inkwell. So Daisy Duck, like even in this matchup, there's so many characters that Dangsor could potentially play. I'm not sure how good Daisy Duck is as a quester here. Might have to find her just as a
Doesn't feel
rigid
good.
body.
Well, at least he's gonna know if there's a trap to walk into right now.
Oh,
Doesn't look like there's a trap, so we could at least get one free quest in. The problem, well, yeah, we get one quest in. It's not too amazing.
yeah, depending on what they get, is there ever a world where you would quest first and then Ursula to see what they would draw, or it doesn't matter
I mean,
because
you
it's a
guys.
song, it's gonna rip it anyway.
I didn't even get to tease you. You
Yeah,
realized it as you were saying it.
yeah. If it's a song, it's getting tossed anyway, I guess. So Ursula Deceiver missing. You hate to see it because now you just got this 1/3 Deceiver just hanging out there who isn't really doing too terribly much, just waiting for her demise. Maybe you can trade her up into one of these 3/3 characters, potentially with another tramp. We saw that last game as well.
Oh, interesting. I did not expect that necessarily. Because I think Habibi will very happily trade his Ursula for that hook and just not exert the Daisy. Then again, he might need it for a singer, but
Yeah, just trying to keep the. I think Danzor is realizing like, hey, if you want to get into this board fight situation, I'm totally fine with this because the more characters you lose, the more you're gonna have to pay for this tramp. And the deck really, in my opinion, it kind of lives and dies with the tramp. Getting him down early or bring him out as low cost as possible, just to filter more cards and set up your discard and start chaining those things together. So Habibi recognizing that, electing not to take the trade with the Ursula because you
I'm
need some
surprised. I mean,
bodies on board.
he's playing Lady 5.
Oh yeah,
That's the
true.
interesting thing is like getting a few bodies into the discard pile is not normally that bad of a thing to do. And it would also like force Danzor to exert back to take out the character if he wanted to, which then could open up a tramp situation
Yeah,
because Habibi doesn't want Danzor getting a board because then strength is a card. But if he keeps Danzor's board like light, maybe strength wouldn't be as impactful. That said, I know Habibi has over 100 games with this deck. So if Habibi's not taking that trade, there is a card that he is playing around that I'm not aware of and not thinking of. And so I'm going to just assume that it was calculated and not a mistake.
okay. I would concur with that as we are getting to a semi tramp turn. I mean, I guess you could ink and play a tramp here, but a tramp draw three probably not the best case scenario. So maybe you can get more characters to survive. However, you have to be cognizant that there is a potential strength of raging fire coming in next turn as well. as you are gearing up to ink. Is there another Ursula Deceiver coming through for her BB? And there is not. It's the Mowgli. He might be just as impactful, and you will miss again. Olaf, Doc, Elsa, and the Madam M Elephant are going to be the cards in hand for Danzor. So now we're going to kick that Lilo. The board is getting super wide now. You're feeling pretty confident your opponent can't get to any actions or this turn. I believe there is an let's see, going into 4-turn play. I can't remember the hand. That's my weakness, man. Brain damage is crazy.
I don't even have that excuse. You like read it out loud. I already forgot
Just
it.
forgot it instantly. Oh, it was an Olaf, a Doc. There was Elsa,
A Mim. There's a Madam
and a
Mim.
Mim Elephant. Okay, okay. And the Dumbo was the draw, it seems. So Dumbo is down.
Elsa, Mim, and a blank, and Dumbo was the card that was drawn. What was the other card?
It was a Doc.
Doc. Okay.
Yeah.
We figured it
Elsa.
out.
Yeah. It was Doc. No, it was Olaf, Doc, Elsa, Mim, and then Dumbo was drawn.
Yeah.
My brain is back, dude.
Inked away the Olaf. Did some questing that doesn't matter too much.
Yeah. And here we go now off to the races a little bit. This would be a perfect time to deploy that Tramp we talked about earlier. And there he is, right on time. The Tramp, Street Smart Dog. Go ahead and drawing yourself 5 cards and being able to find the best one. Keep it in hand. But Tramp is going to be even more impactful when you have other cards in hand, which I believe Habibi does. This card now is empty. Under the Sea looks quite bad here in this spot, which is what we kind of talked about earlier. Like, even if you can get to that powerful Under the Sea without the ability to reduce strength. We saw people playing Scrump. We saw people playing
Scrump,
Lost in the Woods.
Scrump.
We saw that for a time. I think those cards all kind of have fallen out of the meta. We saw some Trials and Tribulations a little bit from time to time. But the Chromacon, this card is huge. So he did have it. And this right here could be the card that Habibi needs to blow this game wide open. As now we're free and clear to quest all these glimmers. That's a lot of lore you're piling on the board with this Chromacon here as support.
Yeah, Chromacon is fairly annoying to deal with.
Yo, it's a swooping
Swoop.
strike.
Player exerts an unexerted character they control. 1 cost action. Oh, going
Daisy
to the
Duck
bottom
Mouse.
from the Daisy. I thought he was playing it, and I was like, let's go! Tramp
Daisy
this.
just swooped that to the bottom of the deck. 1 cost card, too. Swooping Strike. And it's a cool name. Artwork's also quite cool as well. Maybe that card's playable. Danzor's using it. You never know. The Swooping Strike is going to get loose, going to get busy, going to get active. And now we are having a pretty different game. This Emerald Chromacon. I think this card is a great card specifically for this matchup, as Amethyst Steel is going to have to challenge and banish all your characters. And
Just
then,
for this scenario, too.
Yeah. And you'd hate to get, like, the Mowgli can get rebounced sometimes, and the Ursula getting rebounced, or your own stuff. I know that's just it just adds another layer that you have to think
also
about.
makes it that Danzor goes from being able to challenge 4 characters down to only challenging 2 characters down.
Mm-hmm.
Because Habibi's just like, fine, I'll bounce your Dumbo back to your hand. Enjoy replaying that 4-drop. Okay, I'll bounce your White Rose also to your hand. You can't double deploy both, and your hook is now gone, and your other character has a couple damage on it.
So you got to do these weird things where you start to, like, quest your characters weirdly just to get some kind of value from them before they can potentially get bounced. And then when you do that, they can start to bounce their own stuff. And that's kind of when that card gets kind of weird too, as we are going to exert that Tramp now and thinking about how we're going to schedule these attacks for that same reason that you just discussed, because you're going to lose every character you banish on their turn. You're going to bounce something back to your hand. And we are just trying to plug some damage into this Tramp.
You're not letting the Tramp get returned to be replayed.
Smart. And we're sending in a ton of characters to do that as well. And the Elsa will be able to finish it off. So we got 3, 3, and 6, it looks like. And now we're going to think of who we want to send back to the hand. Probably, I don't know, maybe that Black Aaron or the Dumbo. It's got to be Dumbo, right?
It's a Tramp is only 2/6. I kept thinking it was a 2/7.
Oh, I'm tripping.
I feel like it would be Elsa or Dumbo. Going for the Elsa to just really put a lot of pressure on the ink. It also
You know.
keeps another character safe.
Mm-hmm. Very true. And the Black Heron also is going to probably have, and you got this Lilo as well. Lilo and Emerald Chromacon is just like a power pair. They're a great combo together. We are going to clear some of that Lord off the board, but we're also going to lose another character back to our hand. And now it looks like we have the Black Heron there standing alone and unafraid. Check that. We're going to Dumbo and the White Rose there side by side. Habibi, I believe, only has one card in hand, and that one card is another Chromacon. And that's,
Well, that very well probably seals it right there,
yeah.
as we can only take out one of these characters a turn at the moment. We have to. I guess the Elsa comes down, so we get to take out two. But we're not going to have a single character left in play.
Yeah, you gotta challenge first before you, or maybe you can quest one, challenge one. No, that'd be dumb. Don't do that. Don't listen to me. I guess you could.
And
Get
all
some
of his
lore out of it.
characters trade. Every single one of these characters has so much damage stacked up. So unless we have like a Bell, I mean, a Bell could be interesting. It's like Bell bounce two things. I still get to eat another character, and then you bounce the Bell and the 2-drop. I have no characters left.
Yeah. Oh, man, this is a very very troubling spot for Danzor staring down these Emerald Chromacons. I think that is going to be the card that Habibi is going to be looking for to carry himself through this entire match at this point, as it looks like you're probably going to win this one, but you have to go back on the draw. I'm not sure how good it's going to be on the draw, but you better figure it out quick, as these Dumbo and White Rose, it looks like they are indeed going to quest before the Black Heron takes down somebody. I'm probably going after this Mowgli or this Ursula, depending on what my hand is. Like I got strength or something. It doesn't matter because you're losing all your units anyway.
Oh, I guess I was thinking that was a hook. So the Black Heron only had 1 damage on it, so they don't all trade right away. The hook was banished last turn. So now we get bounced here. We can, if we want, play Elsa and take out the Mowgli, or probably the Mowgli, because hitting the Lilo doesn't really accomplish much right now. And then we get both our characters bounced back to our hand. Habibi quests up to 16 or 17 and either returns Lilo or just draws the new character and plays it, and probably has Lorthel in play for the next turn.
Are we still doing Lorthel? I thought Lorthel was done. Is it back?
Oh, it is done. It is done.
Oh.
Habits are hard.
Okay. I mean, I thought it was. I mean, if you want to be back, you can bring it back. But I just don't.
No,
it
it's
was
fine.
canceled. Okay.
It's canceled. I'm canceled now.
When you're canceled, we're all canceled. As we are going to be canceling this game, though, going into a game number 3. Luke's canceled. Luke, everyone, send your energy. Let's uncancel Luke and get him back to the broadcast, as he left us all behind. He's uncanceled. Oh, we're not. I thought we were scooping it up. I thought we were scooping. Never mind. We're not
just
scooping.
Bouncing things back. Oof. Oof.
Dang.
And there's the
Brutal.
2-lore threat to push through. Game on board.
Yeah, we're just going to quickly just throw those cards down and pass back on over. So this is looking all roses for Habibi in this situation. Those Emerald Chromacons proving why they are some of the most obnoxious. This card alone has made me want to put Vengeance back in my deck. This card has made me want to put small Clarabelle.
Just played in the new
deck.
Pluto.
New Pluto's going in. I just want to get rid of these items so bad because this Emerald Chromacon just puts me in fits from time to time.
Yeah, and Pluto would maybe even be an answer to both of them, whereas in Benja does not answer both.
True, and he got stats too. Maybe Pluto might be the way to go. Just give him a shot, man. Just give him a shot. Does he count for himself? No, right? If you play Pluto, it's got to be another. Yeah, it's got to be another.
But that's almost good, as it lets you curve him and not have to worry about it. It's like, yeah, I'm playing him, whatever. Now you just keep your items in your hand. Granted, that also gives more gameplay, right? Because, oh, my opponent played Pluto, I'm just not going to play my items and hope they think I don't have them, and then maybe I have a chance of getting rid of this Pluto at some point because they make a mistake.
Okay. I can respect that. As we got this Eternal Captain Hook, who's going to continue to get bounced back to the hand, and then we'll bring out the Elsa to take down the Lilo, and we're going to get that bounce back to the hand, and just like that, We have another 2 questing tramp set. Oh, we didn't bounce the Elsa. Interesting. Allowing the Elsa just to stay on the board. No, it's gone.
Oh
Never
no,
mind.
it's gone.
Forget I said anything. And then we'll play out another Black Heron. So we're just continue this. I guess this is how you have to play the Chromacon. You just maybe have to outmaneuver it, outvalue it, and try to get pluses where you can. And we keep bringing that Lilo back. Lilo Chromacon together. It's a match made in the Great Illuminary, I would assume, as we are going to keep questing up.
Over.
Yeah. Running through the finish line. Just keep on trying. Never give up.
Never surrender.
Keep going. Keep hammering forward, as I can hear Color's Law in my head. I don't know if you guys can hear her out there in Twitch world. We're live. They cannot?
Nope.
Oh no, I can't do this. Is unfair. I cannot.
She's just like, I get to talk to you while you cast.
Oh man, payback. The payback, dude. Finally, the payback is real. As here we are going to this all-important game number 3. Habibi.
Let's do a prediction.
Zor. This is for the marbles, man. ETB, I'm not sure what their record is, but I'm sure it's quite good. I know Luxury is doing quite well in the ICL. If you want to go back-to-back champions, it starts right here, right now. You need to win this important game on the draw, because winning these matches, these early matches, set yourself up, set the rest of your team up to do that. As a BB has to be feeling a little bit of pressure, but I know he's in a pretty good, okay adjacent spot if you can get those Emerald Chromacons down as early as you did last time.
Yeah, they were pretty good. They were pretty good.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Do you watch that show? I love that show.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Curb Your Enthusiasm, man. That show is great, dude.
Pretty good.
I don't know. I feel like I'm Larry David sometimes, man. Some of the stuff he goes through in that show, I'm like, bro, you're not wrong. He's right, man. Some of the stuff that happens to him in that Curb Your Enthusiasm show.
He's normally right. The problem is that his actions make him lose his rightness. Like he goes from being the better person or being in the right to both people are wrong and handling it poorly.
Yeah. Oh, so good, man. That show is great. I like it. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Check it out. I think it's on the home box office over there.
Much better than Seinfeld.
I agree. Concur. Seinfeld's goated, but Curb Your Enthusiasm is kind of extra goated.
I did not like Seinfeld as a child, and I never got into it when people were like, "You're older now, you'll like it, you'll appreciate it." I'm like, "Yeah."
Well, maybe not, because it's like in the 90s, and it just kind of frustrates me because I know how times have changed and like the updates we have to modern technology. Like this is one episode of Seinfeld is very popular when they go to the mall and Kramer has drove them out there and they're walking around the parking garage and they can't find their car. And like I was like, dude, this would be solved in like 1 second if you guys just had a cell phone. And people are getting lost and they're like, I don't know, man. The 90s are so wild. How do people make it? The 90s was a trip.
It was rough.
Yeah, it was wild, man. And I remember that too. I grew up kind of in the 90s. I'm sure you did too. And they're like, hey, we're gonna meet at this place on Saturday at 2:00, and never talk to that person again. And you meet them there at that place on Saturday at 2:00. That's insane. That'll never happen these days.
If you're not home before those street lights are on, you're grounded.
Yeah, man. It's wild, man. It was a wild time out there in those days. Oh god. Luke is wild, dude. And we're gonna ink this Violet Saberwing evasive 3-1. Is she a hero as well? Is that Violet a hero? Violet Saberwing? I'm looking at these heroes now.
Saberwing.
Evasive 3-1. Violet Saberwing.
I think she's an ally.
She's an ally? Okay.
She's an ally.
Gotcha. As we are going to go ahead and get that Tinkerbell Fast Flyer down, another evasive threat who's also an ally, I want to say, being able to bring forth the Black Heron, who probably is also an ally. Are we just all allied up over here on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday?
They inked a Tink.
Nice.
Ink a Tink. I do believe
that's a team. Team Ink a Tink?
Yeah, it's like it's a team or a group. I'm pretty sure it's a team.
A Green or a Toop?
Something like that. I don't know. Black Heron coming down, just a big old bird staring down another bird.
All kind of birds. Bird is the word. And we are going to go for our 2-cost play now. Seeing what it's going to be double ones. That's a play that's a great play to make on the draw. But we are questing for 2, which, again, the punishment can be severe and immediate if there is, in fact, that challenger mem to come down to accost this Daisy Duck.
Man, everyone's predicting that Habibi wins this game. He is on the draw in a bad matchup, and people are predicting he wins this game. That is a lot of respect for Habibi. Let's see if the matchup spread has switched since set 9, and it's secretly in their favor. Can Habibi do it?
He did get severely punished there with that Madam Mem Tiny Adversary on the Black Heron to clear the Daisy Duck. So now you have to ask yourself, was that 2 lore worth it? Especially in the situation where you cannot now deploy your Tramp, Enterprising, Street Smart, Rascal. All of them. Just put them all together as one name.
Your dapper Street Smart Rascal.
If that happens, you're gonna have to really look back at that turn, as we are going to keep rocking and rolling with the Bobby Zimmerowski, the Cheese Whiz Kid, Spray Cheese Kid.
Bobby.
Can you fly, Bobby? Remember that one?
There's something wrong with that boy. He's eating cheese. RoboCop. I'm just doing like King of the Hill quote.
Oh, Bobby. God dang it, Bobby. Okay, sorry. I sell propane.
RoboCop? There cannot be a family-friendly RoboCop.
It's not, but I'm saying there's a scene in the movie where they're like running away from the police, and the guy goes, and he like, I love RoboCop, by the way, and he like tosses him out of the back of the van. He goes, "Can you fly, Bobby?" And he like tosses him out. It sticks with me.
I can't think of that scene, but that's funny.
Go check it out.
Habibi going wide.
Habibi's getting loose. Is he getting active? We got a pretty wide board established, as we will go ahead and take down the lady here. You are giving up some cards, though. So I'm interested to see, are you just trying to put the board pressure on? You are losing a ton of cards.
Danzo's respecting it. He's, exerting his surfer mem here. Skater mem, surfer mem. I like to call her a surfer because there's a bunch of characters surfing already. But Skater mem and Avril Lavigne, they're a thing.
I like Surfer as well. Surfer Mem makes more sense because whatever she's on, whatever that device is, that apparatus, if you will,
it's a broom.
It doesn't have any wheels. I mean, skating would imply that there would be some type of wheels or trucks, or maybe some kind of grind tape, or maybe even some type of board situation there. But it's much closer to a surfboard, and the magic there almost looks like a wave. So Surfer seems a bit clean.
Surfer Mem it is.
And now Habibi has to try to reestablish another board with no cards in hand, I believe. And this is looking like a great spot for Dangzor to turn the corner. 1 card in hand?
I think that 1 card, yep.
It better be a slapper, man. It better be some absolute certified slapper. And that's a slapper right there. You're talking about a slapper. That is an absolute
dapper rascal himself.
And we're going to bring...
Oh, no, that's a lady. That was a lady shift.
That's a shift lady. Lady Park Avenue. Miss Park Avenue. Is it Miss Park Avenue or just Park Avenue? Miss Park Avenue. Lady Miss Park Avenue. Dual link.
I didn't realize it was cutting off part of the top. Miss Park Avenue herself.
Nailed it. I remember when they
daisies.
And we are gonna go ahead and challenge into that Madam M just to get that really troublesome, annoying character off the board, and then we'll be able to get some more lore in. I believe. No, we're gonna clear the board here and now. But I remember when this Lady Park Avenue was revealed, they really got us on that one. They were like, "All right, we got a great announcement for you guys." You remember that? It was so good. That was like peak.
Just the art. Just the art.
Just the art. Like, you guys got to wait around. We're about to show you something. We're about to blow your guys' mind, dude. After these messages, All right, here we go, man. You guys have
Hey,
no
you know,
idea.
there was dozens of people like TFM Melissa who were ecstatic
They were
about
lit.
that art
I was
reveal.
lit too. I
Like
think we all
she
were
was
lit.
very happy when they showed it.
But I was lit, but I was like, okay, you guys need to give me a little bit more.
You got to show
depth.
me the card. You can't just
Just
show
so
me the art.
they just showed a picture and like, oh, there you
Like
go, bye, and just cut it off too. I'm like,
this
oh man,
isn't
y'all rigged that.
Gargoyles or a Goofy movie. You can't just show me an art and expect me to go crazy over Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah,
But you know, it wasn't for me. Not everything is for me somehow. If you could believe that everything wasn't designed for me.
we gotta get them to design something strictly for Luke. I wonder what that thing would be. What would it be? I gotta find out what specifically something that would make Luke just straight go crazy on Twitter posting. This is about time they did this. I don't know.
About time they did this. Counterspell. Give me Mana
Counterspell.
Leak.
Okay.
But they'll never give me Mana Leak. If they actually gave me like a 1-cost action, look at my opponent's hand, choose a character card and they discard it, or choose a non-character card and they discard it, or one of those two. Choose an uninkable card from their hand, they discard it. Something like that. There's ways they could do discard. Yeah.
Targeted
give
discard.
Give me outs to absurd things, as well as give me tempo outs. Like the reason that cards like that are so good in Magic is you can play it on turn 1 to take their aggressive plays. If they're an aggro deck, you can play it on turn 5 against the control decks and it's still good. Granted, against the aggro decks, you're probably inking it after that. It's a bad top deck, but that's a good thing. You don't want a card to always be insane in every matchup.
And I think to your point, that we might be closer to that than you may realize. I think that they show like, hey, they got cards, discard it, look at your opponent's hand, discard a location. Mowgli, look at your opponent's hand. They discard something. Look at Ursula. They got one for songs. They got one for the items and actions.
Woo.
with the Von Drake and the Mowgli. Of course, they probably pick an uninkable character, discard it. Pick an inkable card, discard it. That could be a vibe. And so we got Double Daisy doing double duty, and Habibi is looking strong. I'm glad I didn't put any channel points on this one. I'm on the edge of my seat, and Habibi is starting
8,000 points or 8,000 points. 8 lore in play.
Dude, I gotta see how many. I'm gonna see how many loot points I got right now, because I gotta be rich, dude. I gotta be holding a bag. Where is my? I can't even tell, but I gotta be holding. I got 138,000 loot points out here. I'm rich, dude. I'm
pretty sure they're wonderful channel points.
Okay, wonder points.
Wonderful channel points.
I can't abbreviate for like just call it short, like wonder points. That won't work. I get sued.
If you really want to.
Okay.
Some V points, some VV points.
Some VV points. As we got this Cheshire Cat now, so it looks like Danzor is trying to turn this thing on around. This is a phenomenal card in this situation, armed with this Lexington as well. So Lexington can slam in, and this Daisy Duck might actually be able to help you here. If you can draw some characters, you might be able to stop this Lexington from getting ready. I can't tell how many cards are in Gangster's hand. Never mind, it's only one. Forget I said anything. That thing is getting super ready here.
What was that? It almost looked like a hidden cove, but there's no way.
It was a Castle Wyvern.
Oh, okay.
A location.
Okay.
Still a location.
That's a spicy choice.
A little spicy include.
Ooh, Fenric boosted, or not boosted,
kickered.
I wasn't gonna say kicked because that's the magic term.
Oh, my bad.
But that is what it is. That is. There's not a terminology for it in Lorcana.
I heard someone else call it a kicker.
It's because that's what it is in Magic. Almost everything in most card games is kicker to a heart.
Yeah.
When you play this card, you may pay X. If you do this.
Do this.
Yeah. Very, very known keyword.
And Habibi was actually probably, honestly, in that spot, was probably hoping that the Daisy would actually trigger and get a character to the hand of Danzor there to stop this guy from readying, because this dude is just about to blow your whole spot up. As
you don't have to take the card.
You don't have to take the card? Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, so... But giving your opponent the opportunity to make a mistake...
Yeah. That would have been
putting
nice.
Putting some damage... around and questing. This is woo. Yeah.
This is ugly. This Cheshire Cat is a mess, dude. This Cheshire
Pretty
Cat.
good.
This Cheshire Cat might be the best card, Luke. And I heard Shaner's Edict. Shout out to Shaner's Edict. He said it, and I was like, I don't believe you. But this Cheshire Cat might be the best amethyst card in the set. It might be one of the best cards in this whole set. It is
one of the best
insane.
cards. Top 5, probably.
Yeah, easy.
It's probably easily the best amethyst card in the set.
Yeah, I thought it was Hades. I'm really a big fan of the Hades card. I also I think Demona is falling fast for me. Demona was high, but I'm not feeling Demona too much. This Cheshire Cat is looking remarkable, man. It is just so versatile. It gives you so many different things to do, and it allows you to just make a lot of different decisions. And also, you know, you can boost it and then bounce it. Boost bounce is going to be something that people are going to be doing for a long time, I think. And this guy's going to be a part of the game for probably until he gets rotated out here in 2 years.
Both Cheshire Cat and Demona have looked good to me. I've seen Demona's price go down, so maybe people have been losing with it stuck in their hand or something. I've seen Cat do more, mostly because it comes down earlier, and Demona seems best in Blurple or Amethyst Steel. Not as good in, like, Emerald Amethyst.
Yeah.
I don't think, but maybe.
I concur.
Oh.
And now Habibi is in a position to where he knows that there's an Elsa. Well, the Elsa already got deployed, but anything that you do, man, you got this Cheshire Cat gonna be flinging some damage over to you while questing for $1 billion, man. You got a lot of characters on board. You're at 12, so maybe you can try to reestablish, but with 2 cards in hand and not a lot of ways to refill yourself, and you got no Chromacon present, this is looking pretty gross, as we're just kind of seeing what
the foil whispers. Oh, the whisper foils are great.
Aren't they good?
Yeah. It's weird. I've like just recently been like, I think I'm gonna stop buying foils, just because of the issues they've had in the last few sets. If they go back to old cold foils and figure out how to make the enchanteds and promos not curl, especially these new glitter foils, like I don't know what the issue is. Like my Lilos, they don't really pringle. My strengths don't pringle, but other people's strengths are pringling. So some of it is definitely like where you live and where you don't. But most of my cards don't pringle, and then all of a sudden, most of my new cards, like almost all the epics from my new set, pringle. And like that was quite disappointing for me, and I just don't want to have to deal with that. And
yeah, that's why I'll never be a foil stand, dude. I'll just play what I got, man. As we are going to go ahead and just bounce that damage. Cheshire Cat boosting again, able to send 2 damage on over to that Go-Go Tamago to clear it off the board. Habibi now hard stuck at 14, and you're going to need something really, really groovy to happen off the top of this deck. And I just don't think that you have the card economy for that. 1 card left in hand, and you got a lot of bricks that you can, like, the Chromacon here is just devastating. Tramp, Under the Sea, Lady Park Avenue, literally anything. I think there's really not a positive card you can draw in a situation.
Under the Sea.
and Habibi recognizes that. It's going to scoop it up as Dan Zor is going to come through and get it done in this particular situation, man. What a match. What a way to start it off. Habibi goes down, and Dan Zor is on the rise. So with that, I'm hopping on over to meet up with these
something.
It might be a warning. If it is, we're gonna have it tracked.
No, I'm joking. Don't worry. Don't
He'll be able to do interviews with you here in just a minute.
Yo,
we're listening to Habibi trying to get Dan Zor DQ'd for no reason. Very
don't
professional,
be doing that.
Habibi. Very professional.
Is that what he's doing?
I don't know.
Listen, you always find your outs, always find your lines. There's always a way to win. Always.
Even if you gotta. I like
the top deck was Judge Call YOLO. That was the top deck.
The top deck was.
I like it. But that was round number 1. And again, all these matches in the ICL are always going to be really great. This is a very interesting matchup. I really haven't had the opportunity to see this matchup too many times here in the Whispers in the Well meta. So I was very entertained as a broadcaster, and I love the way that you guys both played it. But first, we got to start with Dan Zor. Congratulations to you for coming out and getting the win. You're on Amethyst still. I know you play Sapphire Amethyst. I was shocked and surprised to see you not playing Sapphire Amethyst right now, because I think the deck is a little bit more playable than people would lead on. And I thought you would take an opportunity to maybe prove that point, and you didn't. So why Amethyst Steel today for this tournament?
I did
Scared
a,
of me.
I,
Fearful.
I did a lot of testing early on with Blurple with a lot of different builds, and right now I feel like it's more of a tier 2 deck than a tier
Okay.
1 deck in this meta. So
Say it's not
I
so.
yeah, and last week I was actually on Emerald Sapphire, which I was thinking was a really good deck, and after a week and the meta's shifting a lot, I'm not sure exactly where Emerald Sapphire is going to land. It feels more 1.5-ish, so
Okay.
today I decided to pull out one of the top decks and try something different than last week.
And pull out the top deck you did. I think Amethyst Steel is one of the cool decks, but you have some spicy includes in there. I saw some text that you made, some tech choices. If you care, can you go over some of those? We saw the Violent Saberwing along with the Castle Wyvern as well as the Olaf. Those are some cards that people have been kind of theorizing but not actually using in proper application. Can you discuss some of those cards, why you're playing them, and how have they performed for you in your testing with this deck?
So a lot of this deck list is kind of inspired by the Karsten idea of play a bunch of cards that are reasonably the same in most situations, but can shine in specific spots. There's a one of Olaf, which most of the time he's just a mid-tier 1-drop, but if you can use him to bounce your dock or other things, it puts your opponent in a really awkward situation sometimes when questing, knowing that you can just challenge in with him and get your dock back and draw more cards. The Castle Wyvern is actually a 2 of. It's a very sturdy location, or it's not the sturdiest of locations, but it's a nice alternative to Madam Mim because it gives the extra resist as well. So a Calhoun can take out a 3/3 and not actually die, and there's a lot of those in this format. And it's just another surprise like Madam Mim to get you an extra power when challenging. And then usually your opponent has to turn sideways to get rid of it if they want it off the board to slow you down or to stop your lore gain from it. So it opens up opportunities to challenge again after that. So it's just, it pushes a lot of the action so that the game flows better for Purple Steel.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. I liked it. I thought the brew was nice, and I thought the way that you navigated some of those issues were quite nice. But you got Habibi here as well, and I'm gonna bring Habibi in because we could talk about his deck as well. I know Habibi has been running with the dogs a lot. You had to load up against Amethyst Steel, which is not the most idealistic matchup, at least traditionally. What do you think has changed in this Whispers in the Well meta that keeps this dog deck around and have you gain some points on this Amethyst Steel matchup here?
It's definitely closer to a 50-50 matchup, but it's kind of reliant on not having bad information on what you think your opponent's going to play and keeping a Webby shift in your starting hand. But jokes aside, Chromocon has like always been the key. Chromocon has always been like the key to sort of turning the matchup for this. Like you can leave your stuff upright. When strength turns are coming up, you slam an Ursula or Mowgli, and then you usually get a chance to rip it. And then by the time you play a Chromocon, as you guys saw in the game too, that's what you're trying to do most matches.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you draw both Chromocons and it makes it unwinnable for the Purple Steel player. But on the other hand, like you have access to more cards that help you kill Calhouns and the 3/3s with having the Webby shift involved. So you have now another layer of tramps, so you can take out those high value targets on turns 2 and beyond. So it's a little bit more of a brawly matchup. I do think it's closer to a 50-50, unlike things like the red-purple, but game 1 was like a non-game. I drew a bunch of Under the Seas. We were expecting a bunch of aggro decks from them, and it's all I could find against the 3/3 lineup that he played for us. And then game 3, it was a similar idea, so I just played for like a brawly lady type of match. Unfortunately, he had a lot of more sustain than I did, as he should with Purple Steel.
Yeah. Was there ever any trepidation there? I remember there was a turn where you went for that Daisy quest in the face of the Heron, and then the Madam M skater came after you. Was there any decision? What was the thought process? I saw you kind of having some hesitancy on that quest in particular. What was your decision making there to think? What were you thinking about, and what eventually led you to say, "Let me see it" in quest there?
Yeah, I was looking at it from when I kept my entire hand there because it was a bunch of Bobby. So if my hands got really dicey, I could filter down to find like a different answer. But I, from the very beginning, was trying to set up a line where I quest out early, have him make trades that are effective from his end, but I can come back in and like have like a surprise factor at the lady shift. So I wanted things in my discard. I wanted options in my discard. So I was taking the early quests in so I can shift clear his board, which I got to do. And even after he made his swings, he's like, "Oh, that's your card in your hand," and we kind of like had like a little laugh because it kind of makes a really like, why the hell are you questing in that situation look like a lot better after you shift the lady. From there, I needed to like keep a little bit of sustain and draw some like I have a bunch of 3-drop clear bows, like help fill up my hand and make it be 2 things per turn rather than just trying to play 1 from that position. But it's a hand we're dealt, so I just went for it, and unfortunately, it wasn't enough.
Right on. That's a great answer. I like that a lot, and it almost got there, but it did not work out this time. But going back to the answer one more time, you got those chromacons on you're staring them down, and they were actually doing a significant amount of work to you. Is there ever any decision in your brain to maybe add some item removal, or we're nowhere near that in this current metagame?
I don't think that there's enough chroma or items in this metagame yet. If Chroma Dogs becomes more popular, maybe, but currently most people are playing Circle of Life Dogs instead of Chromacon Dogs, so you're going to see it so little, you're not going to want to devote slots in your deck to removing items for like a big event. If Chromacon Dogs becomes 10% of the field or something, maybe you put in like 2 binges or something. You have room to have that as an option, but right now, in general, it's not enough of a scare to go for. And I feel like that game, if he didn't draw the second Chromacon, I was going to likely still be in a good shape. The second one was the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, it was too much. But sorry, Luke. I know you've been working behind the scenes. I'm over here doing the whole interview,
it's
man.
Fine. You asked all the good questions. I'm like, yep, I'll just nod as you go along. It's
oh,
good
my
enough.
bad, man. Luke is here, and we're all watching. Yeah, but Luke, do you have anything that you want to ask these players before we start to get prepared for round number 2? Because I know they are interested to see to cheer on their teammates and keep this ball rolling.
There was the thing about the Daisy early about why, or like maybe he didn't take the Ursula into the hook, but I feel like he kind of showed that later by just showing that he was trying to go wide. I just remember being like, well, I feel like I would want to quest here, but I know there's a reason that he's not, so I'm just gonna assume that Habibi's played enough to know that he doesn't want to just trade here.
Yeah, I saw the trade. It wasn't something I was willing to do at that stage. I wanted to like still hold out for a few more lines. It felt like a good position, a good play that will end up making it die, and then when it dies with this deck, it's, as you know, in Magic, it's like kind of like Affinity. If you really have 0 characters on board, a lot of your cards say do nothing. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible and give myself a chance to draw out. Unfortunately,
you want to play your tramps when you draw them? That makes no sense.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Impossible. I want to play my Chromacons against Purple Seal. That's what I want to do.
Yeah. I like it.
Also, one of the cards I'm testing, which Habibi wanted to know what it was Swooping Strike, which is the 1-cost action that your opponent chooses and exerts a character, which my thought is, in general, it's going to get something small, so it's kind of an inkable fire the cannons a lot of times, and sometimes late game it might be able to exert something big and do something, but it's to keep that uninkable count down and do something similar to fire the cannons against dogs and other aggressive decks.
I like it. I mean, I see the spice coming in. I can see the vision. I can absolutely see the vision. And thank you for coming out here and demonstrating that on the ICL, as people can watch this and learn some stuff and take it back to their own where they play.
All right, Habibi.
Sure.
What do you feel about? Do you still want to play this Chromacon version over the Circle of Life, or do you think maybe you'd like Circle of Life? What made you choose this over the Circle of Life build?
Honestly, I think the Circle of Life build sucks. It is such a high rolly deck. Anyone that's playing it has a gambling problem, and they should go seek help. I'll send them the hotline. I'm very familiar with it.
You played with a whole new world, my man.
Yeah, but like it's like bad whole new world. That's pretty much it. Honestly, I think Chromacon is just way better situated for the existing meta. If we're expecting Purple Steel to be a big deck, I feel way more comfortable slamming like 2 Chromacons and making my Purple Steel opponent cry and just going playing a higher number of that. And like having cards that can help you make trades and have better matchups into blue decks because you can shift Webby. Then like YOLO, let's hope I can discard a Clarabelle and play Circle of Life, and it's not my style. I've high rolled enough with Amber Steel. We've seen the highs of that. We've seen the lows of that. I'd rather just lose because we added a bunch of Under the Sea tech to the list, and honestly, this deck without as much Under the Sea is just so smooth and consistent. It's like 80% into like a general field. Like I actually think it's the best deck in the format, like truly, besides Purple Steel. So second best deck in the format.
Man, I would have totally guessed that a Circle of Dog deck would have been like right up your alley. It feels like a Habibi kind of deck. Honestly, I'm surprised to hear that you don't like it at all. That's kind of wild.
I save gambling for other places.
Right on, righteous.
ICL does not condone gambling by any means, except for when you're doing it with points.
But on that note, Habibi, we'll start with you as we do here in the ICL, man. Shout outs. Anything that you want to say before we start to wrap up this round and prepare for round number 2?
Shout out to Luxury Gaming, good sport, good people. Like I mentioned to him in the very beginning of our match, a friend of Markov's a friend of mine, and I know him, Ayula, a bunch of them are really, really good. I'm blanking on the other names right now, but they're all like Ferrante and everyone else. Alrathion are all really good people. I love playing them online. I love playing them on webcam games, so it's always a good time. On the other hand, shout out to our sponsors, Endgame Sleeves, as well as Twin Moon Studio, and shout out to the ETB team. I know for a fact it wouldn't be a thriller if we just 3-0'd, so I took the knee so Riley can go on the play and then pop off. And then game 3, we have a clutch Quigley line. So who doesn't want to see Quigley in a clutch game? Come on.
Okay. I can respect it. I can respect it. All right, but we'll kick it over to our winner. And we'll kick it over to our winner, Danzor. You came through and you got it done playing this Amethyst Steel deck. Anything else you want to say? The floor is yours for your special shout out.
I just want to give a shout out to my team and ETB. We're having a great match. And I also want to give a shout out to Blurple and give it a big 07. You're a great deck for a year.
Let's go. It's coming back. The time it's not over, man. Blurple's not over, okay?
It's gone. It's
over.
Done.
It's never over. It's never over.
Draw, we're done with it.
All right. Well, gentlemen, I'll let you guys go so you can get back into your dojos and celebrate or commiserate with your teams. And we'll see you guys back here in the ICL, hopefully very, very soon, because I love watching you guys both give it up, man. But we'll let you guys go, and we're hopping back into the booth. Have a great night.
All right.
And Luke, just like that, I am back.
You're back. I mean, you're going to be here for a little bit. I'm about to dip out here in a second.
Oh, I got another one. Does Garrick want? Did Garrick said he want to do one? Because I can give it up if he wants to do one. But
if
I can
Garrick really wants to do
one,
he was going to jump in the last round. But he
okay. I know Color's here, and I know you're here, and I'm here, and we're all here. And I'm down for it, Luke. It was a good time, man.
So for round 2, it's going to be you and Color, and then in round 3, I'm coming back, and it's going to be me and Color. So you will get to see me again. Just you're going to take a small break. I'm going to eat some dinner, fill up, feel good. And then I'm coming back for match number 3. Maybe the deciding, maybe not. Maybe it'll be a little sweeperoo luxury. Maybe they can do it. Maybe let's look at standings right now. There's a world that they jump from 4th to 1st because Group B, Division B, is very close in points. ETB is in 2nd place. Restand is in 1st with 24 points. ETB has 20 points. Sunflower Illumineers have 19 and Luxury has 17. So it's unlikely they're going to jump all the way to 1st place, but this might be Restand's off week. It is Restand's off week, so they can't get there, though. They can only get to 23. So they can't take 1st, but they could get to a very impressive 2nd place if they get 6 points here and the other teams all kind of flop a little bit. If Sunflower Illumineers doesn't do well, ETB obviously if they get swept by Luxury, and Never Shift Flower and Flower Farm don't sweep, there's a world that Luxury snags up 2nd place and then is fighting for 1st. And those are important spots to get. Luxuries already have their off week, so that they don't have to worry about that anymore. And you want that first and second place because that's that round one bye, automatically putting you in the top 8 over top 12. All right, but I'm gonna head out here. I'm gonna let you chit chat with
we're getting
Color
to the
about the
thick
next
of it.
match.
And Color
Into the
is
thick of
lost,
it.
but Color is back, and Color has changed color, and Color is blue. So for today, I'm gonna start wearing lipstick too.
Actually, sapphire. That's what I'm saying.
It's sapphire.
Like
it is sapphire.
This was the one where I was like, guys, yesterday was supposed to be amethyst. It was not amethyst. It was supposed to be purple. But I told you, I was like, this one's the sapphire one. This is blue.
That's your thing now, Color. I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to buy so much lipstick now.
The thing is I already own all this stuff.
I'm so sorry. That's your thing. Every episode, you gotta have a new color.
But the thing is like I already own it. That's not purple. It's blue. Sorry, this is blue.
That is definitely blue. 1,000,000,000% blue there.
Oh, y'all are killing me with this. But no, this one is the purple one, and now they look literally the. I can see the problem, but like this is blue. This is blue.
Okay.
And now I have my ruby.
That is blue, but this is a match here. Match 2 is not blue. We have Allie, who loves ice cream, and Riley, who can cook noodles. Noodles versus ice cream, the matchup. I'm taking Riley. Riley's going to be on the play. Allie's going to come out here and get it done unless there's some ice cream or noodles involved. If there's noodles, I'm giving it to Riley. If there's ice cream, I'm giving it to Allie. Who do you pick here, Color?
Oh, I'm picking Allie because I actually got the pleasure to play next to this Illumineer in Seattle. And she was a stone cold killer. It was so funny because she was very like, she's gorgeous. And she's also like very, very well put together. Her hair looked beautiful. Her outfit, her playmat, everything was literally on point. And when she played her cards, she'd be like, ink this, play this, quest for 12. And then just set her hands in her lap, being like,
you're
locked in the most like magical way possible. And the guy was like, oh, I lose. And she was like,
Yep.
Like it was just like I was like, will you adopt me? Like you're the best. Like oh my gosh. And then like halfway through it, she like looked over at me. I was like, you have really pretty hair. And she's like, thank you.
Oh,
like I was just enamored with her entirely. So
I never get those kind of compliments. I wish someone told me my hair is nice.
Next time, everybody tell JDZ that he has nice hair.
I'd appreciate that if you guys see me in public. But here it is. I believe these Illumineers are ready to go for round number 2. ETB took a step back, but now they're back at it again, trying to get that dub and going 1 for 1 to force that all-important game number 3. Riley on the left, Allie on the right. I love that, Matt. You're not kidding. That is drip supreme.
Just like I was about to say, and her nails like go with the mat, and like I'm sure her hair looks like she just like I said, like hats off to that. Well put together Illumineer. Love that.
You look good. You look good. You play good. You play good. They pay good. They pay good. You're on your way to the top. Okay, so there it is. You got to look good and you feel good. You feel good. You quest good, and there it is.
Feel good, quest good. Yeah, you got to keep it up. You know, little things that make you feel good. Gotta do it. I don't know.
Like, if I'm Riley, I'm intimidated. Honestly, I'm looking over at my opponent's situation. I'm just like, man, look at my nails. They're so mid. Oh my god, my mat doesn't have mosaic on there. What am I doing with myself? I hate it here. But
I love that is like one of the things about going to a DLC. There's been a few like my first rounds and stuff like that where people will sit down and they'll have like we have the opportunity to accessorize, and I know that like we love pens and we love stickers but like now we get like little hand markers and like all of these little things that like make the game so like personalized for
your pieces
you.
of flair.
Like, yes, everything. And you sit down and it's like some people they like go for it. People like Diabolito don't even use a mat. So you know what I mean?
But that's also kind of swag in itself too. Like not using a mat is kind of cool too. Do they know that they can play? I think. Do they know that they can play? I think they might be waiting on a go ahead. I'm not sure, but they're just sitting there menacingly, like they can start.
I think we said that they could go ahead, but I'm not quite sure.
I'm not sure. I think maybe. I think they're good to play. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, we're waiting on you guys. I think they're good. Yeah, we got thumbs up coming through. And I think that they are ready to rock and roll. And I saw them just hitting a deep pause. And there he is. The Headless Horseman is down on 1. So we got a steal.
The Cursed Rider into the Inkwell with a pass, so it probably is a Sapphire Steel. As we see Rapunzel ready for adventure into the Inkwell, which is like not great, but
Ooh,
oh my gosh,
and
I'm
the
so excited about this deck. Okay,
Alonwe.
it's oh no,
Elonwe.
it's
Ilonwe. Ilonwe.
oh my gosh, Zenyalis
Elonwe.
made me say it like 4,000 times.
I've studied this.
Did
my
you
name
see?
is-
It's like my
when she
name is Islandway.
My name is
it?
Islandway. I'm Princess Islandway, and she pops
Yeah.
out of the tunnel there.
Yeah,
I watched
okay.
the clip.
It's Islandway. Yeah. Okay.
Islandway.
Yeah,
And
Zenyalis
it
made
is
me watch it like 4
Tipo
times.
on 2, so Sapphire and Steel, which is a deck that a lot of people projected would be the very best deck in this entire metagame. But I think those people are now quickly changing their tune because it is a good deck. Oh my goodness, it's double Daisy Duck doing duty, questing for 4-piece. Hate to see it, as we're going to give a little bit of support to one of those daisies, as the Island Way can get taken down by this Tipo. So interesting quest there.
I mean, I think we're just getting busy. We are going sideways, you know, like just have at it. If you want to crush your Tipo into that, I got my lore and I'm still going to have these daisies up and active. That's 2 daisies on turn 2 on the play. So, I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Either way, it doesn't.
And even if you go for a Cinderella play here on 4, that cannot really cost these Daisy Ducks. But Tipo and Daisy and Kita next turn can clear one of these daisies if Ali elects to quest all these glimmers. But we will go ahead and Tipo into this Island Way right now and just get off the board. I don't hate that trade at all.
I mean, yeah, that's like one of the decisions, right? Do I let this Island Way sit here and then support one of these things up in a minute and kind of like get active and be a 3? It would make Daisy a 3/4 and that could cleanly trade with the Kita. So we kind of have to get that Tipo out of here and hope that we have other Daisy things like on Daisy stuff.
more Daisy
Stuff.
shenanigans as we have more lore being splashed to the board. And you saw that Raja going down to the Inkwell. So that would have been interesting. That would have been a great turn 3 if you could just stand up one more time. I think that might be worth it. Even though right now there's really not a way to get through this Daisy, so you might just be giving up some lore if you don't elect to quest here. And I think Allie realizes that and just go ahead and gets that 4-piece right now. Cinderella not doing too terribly much, and the Namari now, she can get loose if you let her free here coming in on this next turn. So that could be a problem, but you already got the damage that's been done there.
Yeah, I mean, you're at 5, and now really you're kind of wanting to get rid of this Nala. Again, we're probably going to use the Kita effect unless we have like take a turn off and maybe like fire the cannons plus a Kita challenge in, and that seems like desperation, and we're not probably going to do that. But yeah, I mean, and it just depends. We did see, like you said, he inked the Raja to play a Nala, so that makes me wonder what's in their hand that's going to really be able to maybe propel us forward, because if not, we're going to get stuck around 10 lore and have to kind of just watch ourselves slowly lose. As we do see the Namari come down, we draw a card, ended up discarding that. Yep, that'll do it.
And there it is. We are going to go ahead and send that. He hurled his Thunderbolt, probably taking down this Nala, I would assume, because it is questing for 3, and you are preparing for a bodyguard coming in the next turn. So that we're going to go for the Daisy Duck here to take down that instead. Okay.
Yeah, I guess the extra lore doesn't matter. The Nala is going to be able to come, like you can swing the Kita into the Nala and take that out. We don't really need the Kita effect here. And then what about
Raja though? You're gonna have to get through the Raja first. Can you get through Raja?
Do we have another Raja?
I'm assuming because you inked one. I would assume you had another one to complete your curve.
Hopefully either we have another one, or what's happened is we had to ink the Raja because the other stuff in our hand is ruining our entire life. So that is a really trademark Amber Steel thing to do, is your high on inkable count makes you ink the things that you'd rather be playing, because we did see a lady into the inkwell and a Raja into the inkwell, and now we're kind of deciding where we want to go with this. So it's either we've got a lot of uninkables, or and we did have to, and if that meant that we had the Rapunzel and the Raja in hand and we had to ink both of them, I do see a Strength of a Raging Fire and a Dock and a Nala. So yeah, there's some uninkable stuff happening in our hands, as we do see the Fire the Cannons, notably another uninkable.
Yeah.
So Nullify the Cannons, Dock, and a Strength of a Raging Fire. So that is pretty uninkable. We are
still going to be questing here too, so showing no signs of stopping. Just continue to pile on the lore there. I know sometimes it's beneficial just to kind of hold up and maybe build a big force and do a quest out
Not
situation
against
there.
this deck.
But you're going to have to just go ahead and start sending it as you're fearing for what is to come. As still this did we trigger our Namari? Yeah, we did trigger the Namari. So now Namari should be buff enough to be able to clear this Daisy, while Kita can now trade with his Nala quite favorably. That gets a +2. And then you can add more power to the board. Tinkerbell would be fantastic here if you are Riley.
Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be kind of a painful thing. Now we do know that Allie does have the Strength of Raging and Fire in hand, which is going to be able to be inked next turn. So unfortunately, this does come down, and we will, because we challenge him with Akita, plays Tinkerbell, gets rid of old Daisy because we did 1 damage to everything. But Nala does have resist +1, so we're probably just going to go ahead and the Mickey Amber Champion. Which one are you inking? We're not I mean, well, no, that's terrible. That's so unfortunate. He does cost 4. So you can ink the Strength of the Raging Fire and then play the Mickey. But unfortunately, he needs 2 more Amber things to be a singer, and we don't even have any Amber or anything on the board. So yeah, this is the right play. Go ahead, ink the Mickey, throw the Strength of Raging Fire into the discard with your dock, and draw. Oh, won't give in, and that is so painful.
Yeah, you're just going to keep questing away here with the Nala as well. But you are kind of climbing up in the lore total, which is to say something. And the I won't give in is going to be able.
Back.
Yeah, you can grab something from your discard, right? 2-cost character comes in from your discard.
Yep. And so that was actually pretty good. I mean, you can go ahead and grab back one of the Nalas, or I would absolutely do that. I mean, I love, like, again, any kind of discard recursion, we're here for it. So go ahead, get that Nala back, and now you have a couple cards in hand, and we know not one of them's a Nala. So the resist is definitely going to help in this situation. But
you got to be super careful with it though, because you know that for sure that Riley has access to a Hades the Infernal Schemer, as we're going to shuffle right on through that Goliath just like he didn't know him, and so electing to keep that Nala around. But now you got to play it sooner or later, because this Tinkerbell is about to feed, and you can start questing here too, as Riley is fully prepared to turn this corner, keeping that Hades around for as long as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, like, the Namari is as big as it ever needs to be. And we already saw the inking of the Strength. We did see one fire the cannon. So it's not like we're going to come back around and do anything crazy here. But that Tinkerbell does mean, even though, like, the Nala, you're going to challenge in, go ahead and put the 2 damage onto that dock with that ability. And so the Tinkerbell is rough. It's a rough thing to see.
That is the last card you ever could have wanted to see, as we are going to now have this key to free and able to start doing this key to the puzzle ability. And this is where it gets really problematic for you, because now all of the energy is with Riley, and you can secure the top of your deck, and the Namari now is going to give you the card that you wanted because you put it on the top of your deck. And then you still have to discard something. So Vision of the Future, that's a bad sign. We see the Sapphire player kicking the Vision of the Future.
You're like, you've got everything you wanted. And again, kind of exactly what you said. We have 2 Namari. So basically, we're just gonna, like, if we stack our triggers the proper way, we've got Kita into Namari into this. So I'm always gonna know what's on the top of my deck. I'm always gonna be able to manipulate the top of my deck. And in about a couple turns, I'm just gonna go ahead and quest for the win, because unless that's a Pete into a Nala, unfortunate here. Oh, Pete into a
There is a Pete. And there is a Nala, so you know for sure you have to do enough to get through that Infernal Schemer, but you still do have 2 lore on the board that can get you up to 15 next turn if it all can quest, because you know Nala is probably not going to be long for this realm here in short order, as we got Namari trigger number 1. Headless Horseman's out of there.
Yeah, get that out of there. I don't even need it. And so we're going to Namari trigger number 2. So we'll go ahead and draw. That's so
this is
good.
repulsive. It is
I was like, bro, you don't even need card draw. Look at this. This is just like build your own hero. Let me just
see half my deck every turn, please. No worries.
And we're pitching such good cards, because who cares? You know what I mean?
Just like, really just keeping the Headless Horseman, keeping like those cards around that can help in this scenario, as we will go Vincenzo Santorini. And that's just gonna blast the Nala anyway. And one question for 3 as well, and you can go ahead and key to the puzzle. Just set the top of your deck up one more time.
Yeah, why not? Because then the next turn you just know what you're gonna get. So you set it up with the Kita, then the next turn around you're gonna draw with the Mari, and then you're gonna set it up and see. It's just that is a ridiculous amount of synergy and top deck manipulation. And okay, Doc off the top. Doc off the top.
Hold up. I
Wait
ain't heard
a
no
minute.
bell.
Hey.
We need if we can go another dock one time.
Okay, well, I mean, there ain't no way we don't have another Thunderbolt or Strength of a Raging Fire because we have been discarding quite a few characters. But again, I mean, at this point, this is daunting. This looks terrifying. We have our entire deck at our disposal. And at this point, though, being at 13, we can get up to, you know, not 13. It's just, it's
your pressure was at
rough.
5 on board.
Yeah,
and we're going to start questing here. I don't
you gotta,
think didn't that dock just come down? Am I tripping?
Oh,
never mind. Okay.
Yeah, and it's still not enough. I mean, you're gonna have to like dock into another dock into a P. You know what I mean? And then by that time, there's so much lore on Riley's side that it's just like, hey, bro, why don't you just turn?
Because you're probably gonna lose your board every time from henceforth. Like you're losing all this, and then you're gonna have to rebuild every single time. Oh, by the way, Vincenzo is slowly questing for 3 as well.
You've only got like 2 turns before it's like lights out, and we're just gonna discard it because who cares?
Scary. Yeah, you got all kinds of, and we're kicking Strength of Raging Fire. You just know it's some good units over there in Riley's possession right now.
What is this, like oops all Hades? Like what are we doing, dude? I mean, I guess just like play the Hades on the Tiana, just a spooky
or that
side.
That's even worse. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Okay, so spooky side is gonna come in and basically take everything that's 3. I'm pretty sure the Pete.
Pete's gone. Pete's out of there too. He's out of there.
The inkwell.
He's in the inkwell, whether he likes to be there or not.
Have you seen Amber Steel with that much ink? Because
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it a time or two. I've seen it. Have spooky side is kind of changing the game in that regard. Yeah, Pete's out of there. He's gone.
He's gone.
He
Pete cost 3. He out. Yep, that's just right into the inkwell.
All right, then, Pete. It was nice knowing you, bud.
Yeah.
He's like, but I don't want to go, Mickey.
I know.
I want to stay. No,
what
sorry,
happened
buddy.
to your Pete? What has he been?
That's how he sounds. Well, Scrooge, I don't know. My name's Pete. That's how he sounds. I can't do a good Pete.
We're gonna workshop that one.
I'm sorry.
What happened? Your Pete looks like the Goofy from.
My name's Pete. No, my Pete is good. You need to stop, okay? Hey, Goof. Well, look at me. My name's Pete.
I think you're just doing a deeper voice. We are going to go ahead and scoop because.
Oh my god. Okay, you're right.
Okay, no.
You're right. We'll let it go. We'll let it go.
Yeah.
Hey,
So.
Put under your thumb.
I know, right? Under the thumb. No,
that Pete is clean, dude.
Thank you, Ryan. That is the worst Pete I have ever heard. I'm like, what happened? Your Pete
under
looks like
your
the
thumb, Goof. My Pete is clean, dude.
Know
R&B is a hater, okay?
No,
R&B is a hater, okay?
You know the new art of the Goofy from the ride at Disney at whatever. Your Pete looks like he went through the same thing that Goofy went through.
Oh, come on, man. When he can blast it through the train.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one.
Nothing can stop us now. I'll tell you how. I'm gonna make things happen. That song is just stuck in everyone's head now. You're welcome, everybody.
Yeah, your Pete looks like him and Goofy had the same situation.
All day in the countryside. Sorry.
No.
Sorry about that. My Pete is clean, dude, by the way.
Your Pete, that was not. He's got like, I don't even know. I can't even talk because it's like.
So bad.
What did you do? What happened to your Pete? Oh. Ninja Harley.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I got you got me. Okay, I'll cut the Pete. After that, I can't even be Pete no more. Okay. Let me listen to what Pete sounds like real quick on my PC and see how close I am.
I don't know. I was about to say, I think you really need to just
let me run it back. Let me go back to the lab on this Pete real quick while these Illumineers are shuffling up.
Absolutely.
Let me pull up Pete from
a legally distinct Pete impression.
That's crazy. That's wild. All right, here we go. Let me see what Pete sounds like. I need regular Pete, not Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Pete. What's he saying?
All right, go for it.
Hiya, Genie. Oh, my Pete is so good. Hiya, Goof. Oh, my name's Pete.
I just
that sounds really good.
It's just feeling it's like you, but
feel like I'm nailing it, Color. I feel like I'm nailing it. I feel like I'm nailing it. Let me one more time. Let me get another rep, dude. Let me get another rep. Let's see this here. What do you think? Oh, dude, you guys are not hearing the vision. Oh yeah, my name's Pete. Hey, Goof.
Nope.
I'm crushing Pete, dude. Stop it. Okay,
I don't think so.
I'm not buying
Doubling down is crazy. I don't know what happened, but like it's just you doing a voice. You know what I mean? It's like your rendition of what you think Pete sounds like. Like some people are colorblind. You're like earblind right now.
You guys are really making me feel bad about my Pete impression.
We are not gaslighting you. No one
Absolutely.
is gaslighting.
I feel lit up right now.
Macho Man Pete.
You guys gotta listen to it. I'm gonna put a link in there. I'm nailing it, dude. Oh yeah. No, it's name. That's Pete, man.
That's the Kool-Aid, man. What are you doing?
You know what, man? You guys are not gonna make me feel bad about my Pete, okay? My Pete is clean.
Oh.
I'm not buying it. As
Okay,
it looks like we got it on the
yeah.
plate now. So
All right.
this deck does a lot better on the play than it does
No.
on the draw.
Why do you sound
Sorry,
like a
here we go.
90s? Okay, I'm just kidding. All right, so we're gonna ink
We're
Tipo
back.
and play a Mulan. So we got Mulan for Mulan. All right.
Mulan synergies looking great. So Allie would have loved to. I think she wanted to see a 2-quester there instead of this Mulan just trying to cycle some cards. But you need to go fast. You need to try to get under this Sapphire deck. But now you've seen your opponent is playing Spooky Sight. That's a card that a lot of Sapphire Steel players are kind of in and out of playability right now. But getting blasted by a Spooky Sight is a terrifying thing. So you have to go even faster because they can get to that Spooky Sight super quick, especially they ramp on 2, Cinderella on 4 ink, and then Spooky Sight you the very next turn, I want to say. Yuck. And you're going to lose the game in short order if that is the line that Raleigh is trying to find, as this is the projected scenario for these aggro players, and why a lot of Illumineers believe that the aggro deck has kind of fallen out of favor in the metagame. It was such a huge staple of our metagame in the Fabled meta, but now it's kind of fallen down in popularity as we got another Mulan. I'm not feeling Mulan either. Not gonna lie. I think Mulan's kind of mid these days, as we are going to go ahead and get a nice little quest in for one. Never mind. Trade Ski. Going lore for lore, ban for ban, Mulan for Mulan, as the Nala is going to stand there alone and unafraid now. The undaunted lioness, daunted Duchess, lion, undaunted lioness. There it is. As a Pete, hey guys, I'm blowing the whistle. Okay, that is pretty bad. Now I'm hearing it now. Hey, I'm blowing my whistle, Goof. Okay, that was pretty bad. I can feel it now. I've lost it. I had it earlier.
You're killing me.
And now I lost it. I had it earlier. Now you guys make me feel self-conscious about it. So I kind of lost it, but I definitely was better than that one. That was a bad rendition. As Pete, game referee, coming on down on 3, blowing that whistle. Hey, Mulan.
Nope.
Oh, golly, now I lost it. Now I lost it.
Never had it.
Now I had it. I super had it. I super duper had it. As we are going to just go ahead and put a single damage on this Nala just to kind of break that shield, but doing nothing on 4 ink. Gross. You hate to see that here. Is Riley. You would love to see a little bit of a cooler play happen there, except for Mulan challenge. Nala pass. Can't be the 4 ink turn that you need as a Sapphire Steel player. I'm sure Allie has to love to see that, as you really need to get some lore in place though.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Pete does help, but the Strength of a Raging Fire onto the Mulan, which is an interesting one. Maybe we're just trying to go ahead and like pave the way for some of our next plays that we're going to make, because we are going to Doc and get rid of Doc. Is sticking together today. Yeah. I'm sick of his face. I do not want to see him 2 in a hand ever again, but we are going to go ahead and play the Penny, which gives our Nala where it's going to heal our Nala and give her resist, and she's going to quest for 3 all over again. Penny, Nala. God, Penny's such a good card. That's such a good card.
And now she's healed and resisted. So your Mulan Gambit did not work out for you in that scenario. As we're going to ink Strength of Raging Fire, which I'm telling you right now is the dumbest card in the world. I cannot stand it. And we're passing again. I hate the Strength of Raging Fire in this Sapphire Steel deck. You got to get rid of it. It literally does nothing more often than not, as we are all in. But you are playing into a Spooky Sight like you've never seen. You're going to need another Pete here soon. And if you want to keep going, Smash appears on your screen. I'd much rather have a Smash. Would have been way better in that spot, I believe. Right? You could take something out.
Oh my God!
Wait a minute.
Search for the clues. Is that the one where it says
That's it.
whoever has more cards in hand has to discard 2 cards? Oh, what?
But honestly, Riley probably doesn't even care because every card in your hand hasn't really done
Oh,
anything
did
so
she
far.
not play it?
I think she might have
Oh,
inked it, and
okay.
she's just questing hardcore right now. So Riley is
No,
all
don't
in
ink
on
it,
Spooky
keep it.
Sight right here.
Search for clues. That's what it
need to
is.
get spooky right here is what you need to be doing. You need to be spooky sighting, or you're going to be saying GG and throwing it up, and there it is. So you did
There's
get
the
to the
spooky site,
spooky,
yep.
and
We
you are
did.
going to nuke this entire board here in this spot.
Absolutely nuking the entire board. But we did get our lore. We're at 13, so we're just gonna slide all them things right into the inkwell. And again, now I don't think we inked that for turn, so we do have the search for clues in our hand, and that card is hysterical. I do love that card because people never see that sucker coming. It is basically a "you have forgotten me," and you'll never forget having to discard all them cards. But woo! And so now look at all this ink. We can play what's in our hand, and we can make you discard 2 cards.
Now, unfortunately, you've already played a dock and you had to discard a dock. This would be a nice time to have those docks back,
Ooh.
as we are going to get a dock back right now.
Wow,
Speaking
yo,
of
this
getting a
deck is
dock back.
rad. Okay, hold up. Well, hold up. No, okay, so we're gonna get the dock back. So basically, I guess what we could do is if we have enough ink, which Lord knows
Which
we
you
do, we can go ahead and
definitely do.
play that 4-cost thing. Oh no, we're just gonna play the dock. Oh, we're gonna get rid of it. Man, I really
Oh,
wanted to make him discard the cards.
I would have definitely taken that approach. I would have do a little quick little take back here. Yeah, a little takesy
Yeah,
back, so you never hurt
get
nobody.
back. Get
Yeah, a
back.
little
It's
quick little
fine.
take back and never hurt nobody. We're playing digital cam games. It's totally chill.
Absolutely.
And I think you got to go for the take your play. I think your play is a little bit better. Get those cards first, and then
There we go.
you can.
Yeah.
What's
So yeah, we're
that
search
card
for
is
clues. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna. I won't
that
give
one is
in.
I won't give in.
Yeah.
So I won't give in has been played, and then we are going to search for the clues, and that will cause Riley to discard a couple cards from hand since you have more.
Marcy.
And we are going to get 2 cards out of the hand. Check in the chat. Can you do a Nala impersonation? As Ryalis. Boy, I think I can. I think I can do a Nala impersonation. I'll do it after this, after the game. Check that. We'll do it right now.
I got you.
Hey guys, my name's Nala. No, that's crazy. Hold up. It's like Beyonce. Hey, I'm Nala.
What in the? Just stop. Stop while you're ahead.
Nala.
I literally had to tell my 5-year-old
Simba.
that I needed to do something.
Your
and
5-year-old had to run over here probably because she thought Nala was on the screen. That's what it was. It's so good. Simba, you got to come back to Pride Rock. We all been looking for you, Simba. I nailed that, dude.
Calling
That
Beyonce
one felt
right now.
right. As we are going to go ahead and get rid of the Simba, we've all been looking for you. I nailed it, dude. Oh my goodness, that's so good. As we do get the dock now, we got rid of the spooky site, we got rid of the Beyond the Horizon, and we will play that Daisy Duck. So the rebuild is on. 1 card left in hand, and here it is. Riley now, who's had probably the worst possible go at this game that you could ever imagine, as the Infernal Schemer has hit the board, sending that Daisy Duck. More ink for Allie. Man, this was just an absolute abysmal go at it for Riley, but he's making a good run out of the situation. That spooky sight into the Hades Infernal Schemer, as we are putting 2 princesses down. The Aurora and the Ilanwe are going to be on the board. Doc now, questing free, trying to just run the race. You're at 15. Can you get it done? Top deck central. The triple spin there. It must be a brick. You only double spin the good card. You're triple spinning the brick 100% of the time. That's a TPO every single day. Guarantee it. Take it to the bank. I can tell by the triple spin. And there he is. Never mind. It's Goliath. I never play it, as it is going to give you 2 more cards, but you're about to base boost the hand contents of Allie here. And your lore total is way too low for this Grizzly Goliath. And now let's see how this match shakes up. Allie, Inkwell completely saturated with a up and active Goliath. I think you're gonna love to see that if you are Allie. And color is not law, but she is back. Double Tinkerbell.
Double Tinkerbell is pretty good. That's pretty good. But I mean, you can only slam 1, but I mean, 1 is gonna get rid of the Ilanwe. But that's kind of about it. That's about it.
Yeah, I think you got it. And did we not draw with the Goliath? I think that is a mandatory effect. I want to say, do we have Goliath cards in hand? I think she did not. Okay, so we will get those Goliath cards. And Yeah, I think you
Okay.
got it. I don't know if those glimmers were drying, but I believe they were ready to quest. I think you got to move those things around, especially in the face of that Tinker Bell. You need to just get that lore right now and not try to hold out. But here we go, Tinker Bell number one. Check that. It's going to be the Mulan. We're shaking up the hand a little bit more, trying to maybe get some more Goliath value of your own. One of those Tinker Bells for sure has to come into the field of play, and there it is. We're going to go ahead and get rid of the Elon Way.
Mm-hmm. And then 1 damage on all of our little tiny ones. And again, now it's starting to look like Sapphire Steel territory, where basically all of our stuff is looking real big.
They're
We sat
huge.
there and didn't do anything for turns 1, 2, well, 4, 5, and then all of a sudden spooky sight. And now here it is, basically never scared, never punished, just
For
breathe
sure.
through it and get there.
You're
Even
about to
having
you're about to play all these cards in your hand though, and I think there is the Mowgli coming through first. Vision of the
Okay.
future is gone.
Okay. All right. I mean, Mowgli coming in clutch, and it's like, well, now we have all this ink. Again, like you said, like this Goliath is like a double-edged sword, right? Because now, I mean, this I won't give in. Let me tell
Another
you
one.
about discard to recursion, because I can just slam another dock. Yes. Yes.
There you
Basically,
go.
I won't give in is a song. Doesn't matter. We could have sang it with Mowgli, but we're probably questing with him because that's better. But at this point, playing out our hand and just docking it up each time.
And
Why
keep
not?
docking, and dock gives you 2. You might be able to. You still have not inked yet for turn, so in theory, you probably could play even more cards. Is that
Yo,
a lady?
ink that and play the Mickey. Oh my gosh. And then
Is that
everything
the
gets
Mickey?
plus will two plus
Oh,
two
you got to do
willpower.
it. I like that play. I
I
think
know.
ink the lady, play the Mickey, and quest all these glimmers. I love that line here coming in from Allie.
Yes,
Let's see if
go,
she can
go,
absolutely
go,
find it, because I'm
go.
definitely doing that. And then you're drawing
I
2 more
wanna
with the
be.
Goliath as well. So here it is. Thinking about it here in this spot, you got 3
You
ink left.
gotta get rid of
100%.
get it. Get
Maybe
that
she's
Mickey
won
down.
that 2 quest, and Mickey does only quest for 1. But I'm for sure slamming that lady into the inkwell with the most speed and vigor you've ever seen. And I'm slamming that Mickey Mouse onto this board right now, and I'm questing these glimmers hardcore, and I'm passing this thing back on over. But she
Nar!
disagrees, as we are going to play the lady.
Oh,
Tempo lady,
nar.
hold Mickey, quest glimmers. But now you're setting yourself up for Tinkerbell splash damage onto that lady. Oh man, that's going to be one you're going to want back, I would only assume, as now you get to draw 1 for the Goliath. Just trying to maybe set yourself up for the late game. Not sure, but you're still in a pretty comfortable position. Second Tinkerbell here is going to rock
Your
rock
whole
the
day.
boat.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be bad. You're about to lose a lot of things because that Tinkerbell's gonna come in. It's gonna pop the
No,
Island
you have to sequence this correctly though. Island Way, you have to challenge Tinkerbell first before, because you will pop your Tinkerbell challenge targets, and I believe Riley recognizes that, and it's going ahead and take down the Mowgli and the lady. Splash onto probably the other Mowgli, or the dock is a great splash.
Oh yeah, the dock, and then the dock. How many I
then
won't give in are we gonna see? You know what I mean? Like, is it cool if we just leave that dock alone for the love of all things? You know? So, so we
we splashed on the lady. That's what happened. I'm sorry. So we challenged
okay.
and it splashed on the lady, and the Island Way is going to be gone. So we're losing a lot of board,
We
and
should've
now we're
played that
also
Mickey.
free and clear to
Oh,
quest as
man.
well. That Mickey would have been so nice there
Clutch. That
for
would've-
Allie.
It would have added two willpower on everything, and so it would have saved the Tinkerbell splash damage. But I mean, the challenge was gonna happen anyway. Those were gone. But again, that does kind of really help with that. But now here we are. We've got a mystery card, and we do have that Mickey in hand. So again, Mickey's only really gonna help us with Mowgli at this point, because it only gives your Amber characters +2 willpower. So I definitely there he is.
Mickey
Oh,
has
boy.
landed. Now you have that Tiana as well, which is a nice. You can go Tiana here. Tiana gets a boost as well.
1/6.
Okay.
1/6.
Casual 1/6. And I think
I'm not turning sideways. Absolutely not. Oh, maybe we are.
Yeah, why not? Get the lore while you can. Get up to 19. Whatever that card is in hand, I'm playing it or inking it 1 billion trillion million %. I don't know what it is, but we still got that Goliath up, so you will be able to draw again. I think that is a mandatory effect. I have to look up Goliath, but I can't quite see it. But he is.
I think it is mandatory, yeah, because
you must do it. You cannot choose not to. So Goliath gets a draw piece in there.
So we are gonna go ahead, challenge in, take out that, splash the damage. What's happening with the?
And wait, oh, we got double. What is going on? I need.
I
Oh,
have
Hades.
no idea. So wait
Yeah,
a minute. Okay.
there it is. Okay. So we do put damage onto the.
So how was that?
How did it get exerted?
I need
Inkwell?
an adult.
Inkwell or exertion? They're talking here as Hades, the
Mhm.
Infernal Schemer, is going to send the Mickey to the Inkwell, and then we're challenging in. I believe that was just a sequence thing, as it looks like that is what has occurred. We cannot quite hear what the players are saying, but I'm assuming that we went Hades into the Mickey, and then Tinkerbell challenge into everything else.
How did Tiana get gone?
I have no idea. I think no, it was a Tinkerbell splash twice. Tinkerbell cleared one, Tinkerbell cleared the other. So maybe questing was
Okay.
not the correct thing to do. As
Oh,
we
I
are
see.
gonna
I
just,
see. I understand. So basically, correct. Okay. So
Yeah.
he Hades the Mickey and then challenge in twice and then splash both damages onto the Tiana.
Correct.
Okay. Holy mackerel. Okay. Yeah, that was yeah, again, like you said, maybe turning sideways in that situation was kind of a rough go, but at the same time, we've got 19 more.
Yeah. Now, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. But I mean, the game is over now, and Riley did do what he needed to do to even the scales. And we're gonna hop over to the interview room and see what these Illumineers have to say about it. I still thought the match was a great match, but I think at the end, I think there were some things that you get left on the table. We'll have to find out what those things were as we talk to these Illumineers right now. I'm there. Color, are you there? Are you with me? Hello, greetings, Allie and Riley. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Nice, Allie. Nice. And Riley, congratulations to you on your victory. If you're there, Riley.
I am here. Thank you.
Nice. Okay. First, we'll start with you. Sapphire and Steel. That's one of my favorite decks. I did mention that at the beginning of this tournament match. I was saying the Sapphire Steel would be one of the best decks in this meta, and slowly I'm starting to kind of wheel it back a little bit because I think there are some great counters that have risen to this deck. What are some of the things you like about this deck, and can you talk about some of your spicy includes? We saw those spooky sites have great effects in this aggro matchup. What are some of the other cards you kind of like to discuss in this deck?
I guess the flex slots would be probably the spooky sites, and then you could add Aerial Sonic Singer. I know some other people are doing that as well. I just like the spooky sites because it gives you the edge versus dogs in some situations, and obviously the aggro matchup here. My game plan, the second game there, was clearly just get to spooky site, and I was having a big problem with Uninkables in my hand because I drew it and then I would only have one, so I couldn't play anything because I couldn't risk it. That's the problem with spooky site being an uninkable card. And I think it's mostly stock besides that. I play the Mulans just because I'm at a higher uninkable count instead of the develops, which I think people bounce between develop and Mulan. I think are the two other options there. Besides that, I think it's pretty normal.
Okay. Before I bring color here, I got one more question I want to ask you as a Sapphire Steel player. Strength of Raging Fire. What are your thoughts on it? I hate the card. I don't think it belongs on the deck. I saw you're playing it. What are your thoughts on Strength of Raging Fire in Sapphire Steel, without Aerial, but just in the stock build, as you say?
I mean, it is kind of mid, like you said.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, the best scenario is like Mulan does make it better, so that's kind of nice. But like the best scenario is like, Mulan, Tipo, and then you have your Cinderella. Your Cinderella sings strength on a 3 something.
Yeah.
That's the best case. So yeah, it's like, it's an inkable card though, so.
For sure.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's not the best, but it helps in some scenarios, I suppose. Can clean up the math with Tinkerbell and Vincenzo, so I see the appeal.
Okay, I can rock with that. But Color, do you have anything you want for Riley? I'm sorry, I can take over the interviews. I'm trying not to do that anymore.
No, I mean, kind of what you were saying, like definitely, basically that was very reminiscent of like that Ruby Sapphire situation where you're like, I am just trying to power ink to get to 7 ink and get to my board wipe. And once I get my board wipe, then the game starts. And How did you feel though? Like there was a little bit of spice kind of in Allie's deck, like kind of navigating the search for clues and the I won't give ins that kept giving the dock backs. How did that change like what you were trying to do in this matchup?
Yeah, when I saw that game one, that obviously that card makes like Doc way stronger because I get really punished if I kill it with a Tinkerbell or banish it with a Tinkerbell or like anything else for that matter. So that's my game plan in the second game was I figured she was gonna dock. So I'm just trying to put it in her inkwell so she can't get it back if she does have that card in her hand. But it was really spicy and a good include if you're not facing a spooky sight deck.
Okay. And I liked it. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the matchup. I thought it was really nice. But we're going to bring Allie in as well, who Allie is playing the Amber Steel aggro strategy. I know a lot of people have thought that aggro is kind of going down in popularity. People just aren't playing that deck as much as they did in the last set. You're electing to stick with it. I just want to hear your thoughts on the aggro deck and what do you think about it and what do you think went wrong in this particular matchup?
Yeah, hi everybody. I love aggro. I am definitely an aggro player. I definitely might need to start learning control, but baby steps. What I think kind of went wrong is I think my mulligan, I probably could have mulliganed harder for certain cards. I didn't see the Tiana shift line, which I usually like to see. I also think I could have counted his ankle a little bit more for the spooky site to play Pete there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or like certain the Mowgli, like if I had it in my hand type thing. But I think the line using that I won't give in to get back the dock was pretty strong for me. It helped me like stay alive and keep my hand kind of full.
Okay. And it did work. We saw even in beyond that spooky site, you were able to rebuild and then you were able to use that Goliath to help keep accelerating your game. And you had positions there where we thought you could potentially turn the corner and ultimately win the game. I'll take you back to that one play. If you want to talk us through that, when you had the lady and you had the Mickey in your hand, was there ever any decision or thought to just ink the lady and play the Mickey to kind of help resist some of that Tinkerbell splash damage that was for sure coming your way? Adding that two willpower to all of your Amber characters. Were there any? What was the decision there, and also some of the questing there down the stretch?
Yeah, so I was going back and forth on what to do. I kind of chose to go the more aggro route, which I guess that is where it could have cost me. Like if I just was not as greedy and just took the one lore potentially, my characters would have had a stronger defense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like all a learning curve with like the new meta and feeling it out of what would have been the better play.
For sure, and that's why we do this in the ICL. It's going to be recorded, so you can just go back and kind of look at it. And as we're all learning and trying to grow and get better, we can do that together. But I'm still going to thank you so much for your participation and being here. And you did introduce some really new, cool, unique cards. The I Won't Give In is something that people don't really play too often in these decks, and I can see that becoming more of a new include working with Doc very well. But also, you had the Search for the Clues card. That card is in your deck. Can you just talk about that card and how good that can be sometimes, and why you decided to play it in this tournament today?
Yeah, so I thought it was good. I played it a little too early. I got eager because I saw it in my hand and I was like, "Ooh, I have less cards. Like I want to take away all the
Hmm.
cards in his hand." But I need to slow down. But it's pretty much I played it so that again, I'm like making sure that we're both honestly on that top deck game.
Right.
So that the one point he only had one card left in his hand, and it really kind of like turned the corner at least for me, so that he didn't have a full hand with lots of resources to pick from.
Okay, and I like. I mean, I like the card. I like the card. I think it might also have a future as we're still trying to figure this meta out. Especially the Amber Steel aggro deck. It's going to have to get a facelift and then get a new identity change to find some better cards. But going up against Sapphire Steel in this situation, it didn't work out for you this time, Allie. As Riley got it done, playing Sapphire Steel had one of the more cool setups I think I've ever seen. Akita with double Namari. Have you ever had that before, Riley? I can only. I've never seen that happen before to anyone.
Oh yeah, the double Namaria was super nice. The reason why I was just playing them is to find spooky sight, and like I
Hmm.
just didn't until like the very end there. So yeah, they were nice though to have two of them for sure.
Yeah, I saw you kicking those thunderbolts out and kicking the strength of raging fire. I was like, yeah, this is going to be bad news bears as
Yeah.
as that is how it's going to go.
It's a
But
very old movie, yes.
Yeah, but seriously, I love the matchup. I love watching you guys play. It was a lot of fun. But as the ICL, we're going to wrap it up to go on into this all important decider of a game number 3. We're going to start with you, Allie. Any special shout outs that you want to give or anything you want to say to the Lorcana community that's listening right now? Please, the floor is yours. Take it away.
Oh yeah, I just want to shout out obviously the luxury gaming team, and that I do check out my deck profiles where I interview all of the top players from the DLCs. It's on my YouTube, Lorcana. And yeah, it was great. Thank you guys for hosting it and having me on it.
Of course, of course. Anytime you're willing to come back, we love to have you on. We love your energy, and we were really fans of your mat and all of your aesthetics that you have. You know, it all kind of
Mhm.
color was over here really fanning out about the way that you carry yourself and all those kind of things. So we need to add more of that to the ICL as well.
Mhm.
Thank you. Yeah, the mat can be found on onceuponatcg.com if anybody wants it.
Let's
Ooh.
go. Let's go. Once upon a TCG in the building. Hold it
Yeah.
down. But we have our winner. Riley is going to be here taking the all important game number 2, putting the pressure on the Quixer to try to seal the deal and keep that impressive record for the end of the battlefield team. But Riley, the floor is yours. Anything you want to say? Shout outs from you.
Probably the same as Elias. I think just the team, just practicing, talking things over with the guys always helps to build a deck and make sure I have everything I need to win the games. And our sponsors as well. I'd like to thank them. And yeah, that's it.
Right on. Right on. I like it. But I want to thank you again, both of you, for being here. I mean, I say it all the time, but the ICL, I want to thank every single person that is playing, because without you guys playing, we wouldn't have anything to do here on a Wednesday night. So we really appreciate you guys' sacrifice for being out here. And we will see you next time. Good luck to you, Riley. Good luck to you, Allie. I can't wait to see what you guys do next.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for entertaining us.
Of course.
Have
Of
a good
course.
night.
All right. Headed back to the booth.
Yeah, I was like, we wouldn't have anything else to do on a Wednesday night except for JDZ could sit down and work on his Pete impression.
No, my Pete impression, my Nala impression might need some work. I'll give you that.
That was off. That wasn't.
My Pete is clean. I listened to it back, and I know that I'm gonna be right, dude. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. But it was a lot of fun, color. And checking the comments, Markov in the building saying those sponsors are punching the air right now. That's crazy. You got to drop the name of the sponsors. You can't just say my sponsors, dude. That's wild. If I'm a sponsor, I'm gonna drag Riley into the office, like, look, dude, you're on the ICL, dude. You better start saying our name, dude. Cut it out. Cut it
Get
out.
after it. Yeah.
Literally knock it off, dude. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm
You
giving Riley
just
a hard
went
time.
full house just now. Jesus.
Cut it out, bud. Cut it out. Oh my goodness.
Oh, man.
I love it. I love it. I love
So
it.
so where I just like I was in the middle of 5-year-old aggro and stuff like that, and then you're out of the side of my ear I hear you try Nala,
My
and
Nala's clean. It's not as clean as my Pete, but it's like definitely recognizable for sure.
okay, so I'm gonna get Garrick on this, and basically what we're gonna do
Uh-huh.
is I'm gonna talk to Garrick, and then maybe on this is not a podcast, you guys
Okay.
can workshop this, and you can
Clean. Too easy.
ungaslight yourself. That way
Clean.
you can like hear the way the way that
Simba.
you were saying.
Simba. Simba.
She doesn't
Simba.
sound like that.
Simba. Wait, let me look up. Let me pull up some inspiration real quick while we wait on Luke to set up round number 3. You
As I
guys are
said,
not
well,
missing
okay,
any
the
action.
live action was literally Beyonce, so you got that. I mean, I'm sure you know how she sounds, and then the other one is just like she's just Nala, but for some reason you made her sound like a damsel in distress
My
Nala.
name
Like,
is Nala.
why is it so
Simba.
airy?
I don't know why
Why
it's
are
so airy.
you
I don't know why I'm
doing
going there
that?
with
Like,
Simba.
look, no. I hated that too.
Simba.
No.
We missed you. I
Oh
mean, that's
yeah. Oh yeah.
close. That's close. That's
Just
close
because
enough.
it's Simba's mom didn't know we're doing Nala, which is like Nala is just like a
I'm
person at
I'm
this point, and
I'm
you.
I'm I'm crushing, by the way.
Oh God,
You guys are some haters, okay? Turn your haters into your
Rudy from
motivators.
the
All right.
Rudy from the Emperor's New Groove. Is that the one where he's like, you threw off my groove?
Wait, which one is Rudy?
Beware the
Let me look up
groove.
Rudy. Let me make
Is
sure. Let
that
me see.
the Beware the Groove?
Let me look it up. Let me look him up. I can do all voices, dude. I can do all voices. Oh, dude, that's just an old dude, man. I'm doing an old dude. I remember this guy.
You
Let me check
gotta
him
do
out.
that. The Beware the Groove.
Oh, Oh, that's mine. Thank you. I'm killing it, dude. Oh, killed it. 10 out of 10. But Color, that was too much
Uh-huh.
fun. Okay. I know you guys are booting me out of here because my impersonations are so bad. But guess what? Luke is going to be back here to join you guys for game number 3. So keep it
Mhm.
locked. Don't touch that dial. ICL on a Wednesday. I'm going to eat some dinner.
Luke's
Bow, 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 bow,
back.
bow, bow.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do an
absolutely.
impersonation.
No,
I already
I
know
there's
it's not as
no
good.
way.
It's like Nala, like what? It's just like he tried to make
I
his
know.
voice
He
high
just
pitch, and that's it,
right.
or
That's what he did.
airy. It's
What he did
good,
with
perfect.
Pete
How
too,
is
he
that
was like,
perfect? It was no.
God, it was not perfect. Oh,
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Yeah, like his impression of Simba or not Simba. Oh my gosh, it was all just ridiculous. The Pete was like, he's like, I'm just gonna lower my voice, and with Nala, I'm just gonna raise my voice. Nailed it. Cut it. Done. Print. Let's go next.
I kept trying to do the Pete like off there, and like I
Oh
just could
really?
not
So
do
you're
it.
like testing it out? How? Okay, get in
It's
chat
like, can
and
I do
let
this?
me
Can I do
know
this?
that if
I
you
couldn't
did
do
you attempt the Pete impression while we were all ragging on JDZ.
it.
I need to know because it's like I'm one of those people where I'm like, my toxic trait is being like, I could do that. I could totally do that.
Oh,
And then you try it and you're like,
ADHD.
oh man. Yeah,
As
like
Tism
yeah,
ADHD, I can do anything.
I can do that. And then
Not
you
very
try it and you're like,
well,
why
but I
can't I
can
do
do it.
this? Yeah.
I mean, I can do it. I wouldn't pay me to do it. That's the thing.
Oh, I can't do impressions. I can't do impressions. I can't do accents. Like I've been playing like Dungeons and Dragons and I'll start an accent for a character and then I'll like basically like the accent will go in different regions of the continents to where like I can't even keep an accent stable, let alone do an impression. So it's not something I attempt because nobody wants it. Because we do see
I mean, based on how much fun it was to tease JDZ, I'm sure everyone wants to hear our bad impersonations, honestly. But
it's
I
bad
don't
as
know
bad
what
as the
happened right there.
drawing. That's about where it is. Yeah. My my drawing and my impression skills are really on par with one another. So as we do see Hamza and Joseph Quigley. I just want to call him PH, just Pandemonium Heart. I don't want to like full government name it. You know? Feels weird.
Pandemonium Hot. You know,
Mhm.
so the players, they're able to submit what they want on their name bar. And this is
And he just
what
went with his all right.
he
So I'll
went
respect
with.
it. Okay.
I mean, he is a reporter, so his name is worth something, I assume. I don't know why I worded it that way, but like his name's worth putting out there. He has a brand, I should say. Like, right?
Oh, he's a reporter? What?
He writes articles and whatnot. I'm
What?
pretty sure. He like works for a news station, I think, or something like that. Maybe he's even on TV. I don't know if he's actually on TV, but in my mind, he is. In my heart,
Joseph
he
Quigley
is.
is famous. All right, we're inking a Tinkerbell to play a Jasmine. Okay, all right, hold up. Are we going to see some spicy Sapphire Steel? And we know that Joseph Quigley is playing.
He's got to be on
Sapphire
Amber Steel,
Emerald.
right? No.
He's on Emerald. We knew that. We knew that's what we were playing.
I was
My
hoping he was on
fear-
Amber Steel. I was hoping he was on Amber Steel.
Basically, my fear was we were gonna have to watch another mirror in round 3, but we are
Yes.
going to ink a pleek into the pleek well and play a sail, inking a Goliath, and we're gonna pass. So we're not shifting Jasmine, but that's fine.
So
fine.
Webby has done so much. Like the small Webby shift existing means you can't really send your 1/2s on a quest while your opponent has a 1/2 that can challenge back. It becomes really frustrating because these used to just be free quests, right? And they wouldn't challenge their Clarabelle if it didn't take it out, because then you challenge back and trade, and their Clarabelle is much more valuable than your Jasmine most of the time. But with Webby,
Yeah.
it's just a free grab.
Oh yeah, Webby is bananas, especially when you're going ahead and doing that. But we do, we're looking at kind of staring down the barrel of a Clarabelle without a shift target and another Clarabelle. Oh, that is usually what you want. Making sure that you're distributing your shift targets to where you have too many things to get rid of by the time I get to 5 ink. So that really guarantees your shift. As we do still see our Jasmine not shifted, another Jasmine into the inkwell. Will we see a mystery card? Is that Cinderella?
I
Nope.
think so. I think it's a 2/3 that quests for one that's a legendary. I think that's a Cinderella.
Seems like it. Yeah, that's
and it's a Cinderella.
Hooray! Yeah, a mystery card. So this was probably because of the Jasmine. It's probably a very heavy Princess Synergy Sapphire Steel deck, and that kind of makes sense to me. Again, I hate seeing the turn 1 Jasmine turn sideways without being shifted onto. That is pain incarnate.
It makes me feel like there's a Cinderella in Humza's hand, or Tinkerbell, and he's like, if you want to put 1 damage on both of your Clarabells, be my guest. Be my guest.
So something weird just happened. My daughter is over here watching a movie, and I was like, "Hey, can you turn that down a little bit?" And she double finger gunned me.
Got you, mommy.
She just went like, "Got you," and it like turned it down. I was like, "Yeah."
Who gets extra dessert tonight? You
right
do.
on, dude. Yeah, right. Yeah, she literally. Okay, that was a wild thing, but all right. So we do have
Detective Hops.
into the inkwell for a Detective Hops, which says that we're going to go ahead and look at the top 4 cards of our 3 cards of our deck and then find a detective.
Some amount of cards
and put it
of
into
our deck.
hand. And we're going to whiff. So we're going to look at the bottom 3 cards of our deck. Shout out, Ariel. Set 1. We miss you. That is the wrong detective.
Yeah, that's the wrong Judy Hops.
I was like, she's on the case, but she's
top
also...
3. Put a detective and put the rest on the bottom. So do you think Joseph is running the shift Judy as well?
I do think that the detective synergy is quite good. I don't know if it's as good as some of the other builds of Emerald Sapphire are right now, but boy, it's fun. And, sifting through, it's kind of like that thing is like, okay, well, questing through, Enchanted Jasmine. She came in way too late, but she's in the inkwell, and it's such a pretty card. That is a beautiful card.
Gorgeous card. I've opened that Enchanted, actually.
Oh, wow.
At a pre-release. I'm like 2 or 3 Enchanteds opened at pre-releases. When I don't buy product, I open Enchanteds and pre-releases, and then when I buy product, well, recently I opened Enchanteds anyways. But I had to buy a lot of product.
The set before last, this girl opened 2 legendaries, an epic, and an enchanted out of her 5 packs, and then this set, the girl next to me on this side opened an Ariel Iconic. And I was like, what is happening? I have to stop coming to this store.
I need to start going to your pre-releases and sitting
next to me? Absolutely. That's pretty much, I think that's
they
the
should
meta.
charge a premium for sitting next to you at
It's
pre-releases.
insane. No, it was insane. But
if you pay for me, I'll sit next to you and you'll open an Enchanted or better.
Or the iconic, yeah, or better, yeah, and pretty much, and then I will cry and go home after going X3 in a sealed event. I'm just kidding. So
savage.
Shifting Clarabelle. It's fine. We're shifting Clarabelle, but I'm not sure how many heart cards Hamza has in hand to be gaining this advantage. But at the same time, again, we saw the double Clarabelles ensuring that shift line. Unfortunately, Judy Hops did whiff on our detective. However, whenever she quests, you get to spin the wheel again. We get to look at those top 3 cards and find another detective and put it into our hand. Now, I know that a few people don't like the Judy Hops because, again, the detectives that you end up finding are kind of not they're kind of meh, but at the same time, it's card advantage for the most part, and so you can just start inking them, unless it's a Detective Mickey, in which case you don't get to ink that.
But you play it for an ink.
Yeah, mystery ink. Oh, well, that'll do it.
Under the sea.
Yeah, Under the Sea goes ahead and takes care of that pesky turn 1 Jasmine not doing anything, and then our Cinderella dreams really do come true. Under the Sea.
So this allows for a few things, because we most likely don't want to send the Tinkerbell into the Clarabelle. Even if we had, say, another Tinkerbell or something of the sorts, what we want to be doing is singing Thunderbolt. That still doesn't take it out. I keep thinking Zeus. I keep thinking Zeus. So we're in kind of a rough spot. Look at these
Enchanteds, though. I love that. So we're going to ink that, but we will go ahead and play a Vincenzo Santorini, and that does put that 3 damage onto that Clarabelle, so it will be able
both
to
Clarabelles
challenge
quite nicely.
Yeah. Challenge in, slam that, splash the damage on that Judy Hops, because that's our card advantage. Get that out of here. You can shift another one.
Interesting.
That's fine with me. Again, it's kind of like that questing.
Could we not
challenge.
have challenged the 1-2 and just shot the big one? Where I guess are we afraid of the
We were
shift
trying to
Judy
get rid of the
Hops?
Clarabelle. No, we were just trying to get rid of the Clarabelle and
The Clarabelle's a
Carter Bell.
5/6 and it had 4 damage
Yes.
on it, so we could have challenged the small Clarabelle and then shot the big Clarabelle to put 6 damage on it, which would have banished it, and then answered the small Clarabelle, leaving them with just the 3/3 Judy Hops, which could
I
not
think
have
we wanted to get rid
re-challenged
of-
back. Yeah, so I
we
guess we
wanted to get rid of the
were
Judy.
worried about the Judy. Okay.
Mhm. Judy ability keep working, even though it's because it's an on play and on quest ability. So we were for some reason valuing that pretty highly.
We're singing Beyond the Horizon. Are we going to draw cards? Are we going to make them discard a single card? No, we're letting them keep their 1 card.
Yeah, you can have that 1 card.
You can
And
keep
again,
that
that
Prince
makes-
Philip or that malicious mean and scary.
Well, we ended up inking it, didn't we not? So definitely had to ink 1 part of the combo. But yeah, singing that and then drawing up to 3 cards is pretty good. And at this point, you wanted to get rid of that Clarabelle as much as possible, as we are going to hard play. He hurled his Thunderbolt. Nope. Dot. Oh, I was thinking the other Donald. I was thinking of the 2/5 Emerald Donald. I was like, why? But no,
Nope,
that is a
that's
3/4.
not-
He's gone.
That's
Yeah.
not Donald McQuackvious Duck. That is just Donald Duck.
Hey, that is Donald Flatfoot versus Donald Perfect Gentleman. Those are the Donalds, respectively. But yeah,
McQuavious.
I was like, McQuackvious.
McQuackvious.
Yeah.
Scrooge McDuck. It's probably my favorite card to say right now.
Oh, that was an impression. You did an impression. There was one right there.
It wasn't great, but it was fun.
It was better than JDZ's Pete.
Well, most things were better
Most
than
things are better than JDZ's Pete.
he has some good
does.
impersonations
Absolutely
and some
does.
great
His
singing,
Goofy
but
is
that
awesome.
and the goofy like that Pete could have been worse. Like it could have like actively been bad, where like this
Right.
it just wasn't it.
I just wasn't it. Yeah, I'm just missing the mark. But we are going to go ahead and quest for 3 on up there, get into 5. We did play the Mulan, and we did discard a Pleakley, which is a perfect thing to discard because hopefully we drew a better card than Pleakley, because I'm not pleaking my Vincenzo. You're not doing it. I'm not doing that. So
You're not
we
going.
have
I
2
mean, you
cards
have
in hand.
Mulan to do that with.
Yeah, we could pleak the Mulan, I guess, but I want to get a lore out of it. I don't know.
Well, yeah, you pleak
Yes.
the Mulan after you quest, but yeah,
Right,
the
yeah.
Pleakley is not what you want when you have 8 ink.
Look at my inkwell. Yeah, I was about to say, my
7 or
inkwell
8
is
ink.
doing everything that it needs to do. And we are seeing a really slow game
Ooh.
from Visions of the Future. That's a little bit better because I was about to say we are seeing a bit of a slow game coming here from Joseph.
I mean, the deck is kind of a slow deck. Hamza was kind of matching ramp for ramp, so he didn't really have much of a hand for a powerful Clarabelle play. And when we shifted Clarabelle, we only had an Under the Sea. If we had had You're Welcome
You're
for
Welcome.
the Tinkerbell, we would have been
There he
in a
is.
pretty big position.
That's a
But
perfect gentleman.
McQuavious is he's not the perfect gentleman for this situation. He's
No, I
just
mean
an
that's card
uncle.
advantage for everybody, and at this point, that's probably why Hamza's not really wanting to play Goliath and things like that. It's like, I mean, that's to a certain point when you have so much ink, giving your opponent cards sometimes doesn't feel great. But and also too, we're inking a strength to play the Goliath to then play a Tipo for no value, it seems. But we did get the cards out of our hands, so
Quest
we can
for
go ahead
one.
and get. Yep, and we can go ahead and get that Goliath trigger at the end of our turn and draw up to 2 cards. And then Perfect Gentleman is going to allow us to draw a 3rd card. So this is actually hysterical. Like with Goliath, with Perfect Gentleman, because you end up drawing a 2 and then you just draw immediate 3rd card that you're going to be able to utilize with all of that ink on your turn. Perfect Gentleman, Goliath, Perfect Storm. Ooh.
Yeah, for one player, not the person who played the Donald Duck though.
That's what I'm saying. No, it's good for Hamza.
Necessarily.
It's not great for the Donald Duck owner.
It could be. If he draws a bunch of low cost things, it could be. He does have a bunch of ink There's a world that he just plays a couple ramp cards and then empties his hand and redraws. But most likely he's not going to get a full draw for 2 off of the Goliath. But maybe.
Oh, wait a minute. We're inking a Clarabelle. So if we throw a Clarabelle, whatever
Philippine.
you. Oh, yeah. Well, Philip does get rid of that Prince. Nope. Prince Vincenzo.
Prince
Sundari.
Vincenzo.
Yeah, he's a prince in our heart. No, I mean, with the 3 lore, he might as well be. But yeah, that does go ahead and cleanly get rid of that. And now it leaves us a 6/6 evasive quest for 3 on our board. And so that's going to need quite a bit of removal to get rid of that situation.
Hamza should probably turn that, face down, since that was from last turn.
Doing a little bit of counting of our ink to see, and we do have a Namari come down, which she's going to let us filter, draw a card, discard a card, but unfortunately it's not evasive. Nothing on our board's evasive as we discard a Sail, because Sail's not going to help us here. And yeah, kind of trying to figure out our options again. We're drawing a lot of cards because Goliath is putting the cards in our hand. The Perfect Gentleman's putting cards in our hand. We're gonna ink another Sail. Oh, that's gotta be the worst. You're like, cool, I need to draw cards. Let me draw 2 Sails. That's what I wanted to see. Mystery card, Cinderella.
Yep.
His dreams really do come true. And now we'll be able to go ahead and ink and filter again, as we are going to sing Strength of Arranging Fire. Wow, we did it. We got up to 5. Man, one more character. We could have gotten rid of that Prince Philip. All right.
So close, but so
almost
far.
did it. I know. One
But we're
more
at
character
11.
would've done it.
And
that's pretty good.
we're drawing 2 more cards, so we just have to hope that there's not a mean and malicious and mean combo.
Well, yeah, but then you'd end up having to basically play mean, malicious, necessarily sing it, and then like shift Prince Philip, or we have enough to play the Prince Philip. But then you
we have
to
enough
sing
to
it.
play it.
Yeah,
Which is fine.
shift.
I'll happily lose out on 3 lore to wipe this board. To take out 5 characters.
I tried to pretend like
Seems
it would
good.
be bad. I don't know. But we are going to play a Clarabelle.
The fact that you could shift it is insane, though, because then you could have visioned to find it.
And we do play another Perfect Gentleman who's going to perfectly draw us a card at the beginning of our turn. And we are playing You're Welcome onto potentially the Goliath, I think. I think that's what I want to...
No. You don't want to hit the Goliath when you're about to draw 2 cards from it and have no cards in hand. Because if you take out the Goliath, then he's going to have 4 cards to your no cards. And it's really low. You need to try to combo his board again or draw something like that. And so with your Donald, you're going to have... Yeah, you're going to get 2 cards from the Goliath and then another 2 cards next turn to just increase your chances of drawing a Prince Philip and a Malicious. And you can easily shift the Prince Philip to be able to play both of them without even needing to sing it. So you could even quest to try to like get some.
On 3 extra lore.
The next turn, yeah. So it's probably better to play it for sure.
Oh, and Namari is back. Back at it again. Namari to Electric Boogaloo, down, active, drawing a card, and being able to discard a card, getting rid of the poopiest card in our hand, which I'm assuming is another Pleakley.
Pleakley or Tipo, some ramp.
Get them on out of here. We're done with that. We've got a billion ink. We're trying to put our haymakers on the board, and they don't seem to be showing up. And that's a Goliath. It's back. So Goliath is back. That's not really doing much for us, but he's still giant 6'5" with 2 lore and something else that you're going to have to remove. And we're going to go ahead and play the Jasmine. And now, is that the Jasmine that gives resist or heals? Healy Jasmine or Feely Jasmine? Which one is that one? I got you. I got you with the yawn.
I'm like yawning and you're trying to make me laugh.
I'm here for the chaos. As we're going to get active, get busy, and that will mean that our Cinderella does trigger because of the Jasmine, so we'll be able to ink a card out of our hand and then draw at the end of turn. Again, Princess Synergy. Cinderella good. Cinderella real good. That's my official analysis. Cinderella real good. I don't know. Did they pay their last bets for the last match, Luke? It seems like Luke is muted, but we'll get back to that in a second as we see that Joseph is going and we're making a big play. We're about to do a whole bunch of stuff. So we're counting out more ink than I paid attention to for a Basil. Basil comes down, and he says whenever he comes down, he'll be able to bounce a card right back to your hand. And now we're trying to figure which card is it? What are we bouncing back to your hand? And it's that Namari because that sucker is huge. Still, not able to take out the Prince Philip because he's real evasive. But at the same time, we could then take out our Donald, which might need to go in and start doing some little tradesies here and there. Opting
Little
to take our
tradesy
Clarabelle.
wadesies.
Little tradesy wazy. Opting to ink or take our Clarabelle and throw it straight into your Milan, getting that right on out of here as we play a Tipo for no value for a reason. He's a growing boy with a lure on him. That's really all I got. That's my only thing.
Yes, I was distracted. I was expecting Dairy Queen, and instead I saw a confused person who realized that she could not find her debit card and then was trying to find it. So, disappointment on my face is no ice cream.
Wow, you really were getting ice cream. That's crazy. As we see another Milan come down onto the board, filtering.
I had to celebrate with Allie. I'm sure she's having some ice cream too. It is her favorite food, so I was like, I'm gonna get some. It sounded so yummy.
Violently lactose intolerant, and that is so ableist of you. Just kidding. As another Minari
I'm sure there's ice cream
down.
you could eat.
It's so bad though. Blech. It's so bad. It's like made out of coconut oil and
maybe there's some
dreams,
meat ice cream.
Okay, listen, we were talking earlier. I have had candied bacon ice cream as a Vincenzo comes down 3 damage. We're going to throw that on Philip, get him on out of here because 3 + 3 equals banishment. But candied bacon, listen, candied bacon ice cream, right? It was like vanilla ice cream with like candied bacon and like something else in it. And then they took frosted cornflakes and put it like it was like a scoop of ice cream onto a waffle. And then they put frosted cornflakes
cereal
like around it. Yes, like on the scoop. So it was like a crusted candied bacon.
Delicious.
It was delicious. I read it on the menu and was like, this is either going to be the most disgusting thing I've ever had or it's going to be the best thing I've ever had. And it was so good because it actually had like chunks of like candied bacon in it. And for some reason with the vanilla and all of the other nonsense going on,
vanilla is very good with a savory item.
Yeah, it was just really good. And yeah, we do see this Goliath is going to go ahead and sing Strength of a Raging Fire on to Basil. Get that Basil on out of here, Hamza. We don't need him.
Get him out of here.
Discard a random card. Not trying to do that.
Okay, I mean, he might go after Donald here to try to just lower the chance of Joseph drawing combo, but instead we're just protecting the cards we have in hand in case a combo does happen.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely dedicated a lot to the board, and unfortunately, that's what we always have to sit here and worry about because I'm pretty sure Sapphire Steel's not throwing Pete in their deck to get rid of any shenanigans that might happen. But boy, we have so much lore on the board, and it would be a shame if something mean, malicious, or scary came around and Prince Philip'd us into the ground, as we do seem to be thinking about stuff with Tipo, which is a wild thing to do. We're going to quest? Or be prepared? What are we doing? Like, yeah, you like with be prepared. You take your poopiest character and quest with it first to make sure that like
you get your lore out of it.
Yeah, you get your lore. So I was like, what about Tipo getting active for? We're
scooping. We're entering the scoop phase.
Yeah, okay. So that was basically what it was. We were trying to look for the combo. It didn't show up, and Hamza just had approximately 30 billion lore on the table with all of that stuff that was going on. So that was
only game 1, right?
Obscenely grindy match. My goodness. Hamza 1, Joseph 2, going into game 2 of match 3. I just made up a bunch of words. I don't know. Is that right? Is it match 3? Is it match 3? Game 2 of match 3 of the ICL. You guys, there's so many TCG terms, I swear. But Hamza is up a game. Joseph will now be on the play, playing our Emerald Sapphire against our Sapphire Steel. And I forgot about sapphire mirrors. You know what I mean? Like, you know, wearing the sapphire lipstick, and I just feel like I underestimated what happens when you get two sapphire players in the same game at the same time.
Yeah, the matches get a little grindy, but it's not bad. Hamza was just kind of far ahead, and the whole time Joseph's trying to like slow him down as Hamza's just slowly adding lore. Joseph almost looked like he was able to stop him, but Goliath was like, no, 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 no. We're drawing cards, we're adding lore, and that's just how it's gonna be.
That's how it's gonna be. And now we're gonna get him to have our thing on the play, and kind of like what you were saying on the play, Webby's pretty good on the play. So instead of maybe having to drop Clarabelle on 1, Clarabelle on 2, we might get Webby 1, Webby on 2, and there are no Webby wars to be waging. So I think that
To be waging.
it's pretty good. Yeah, Webby wars are waging. You know,
Webby wars a waging.
Mhm.
Webby doesn't talk like that though.
no, she doesn't. No, Donald kind of does. I don't know. Shout out to DuckTales. That's literally become my new favorite show. It's that reboot is gas. It's so funny.
The moment when Donald's voice changes in that one episode, I've seen that clip.
I know, that's so good. I love that because it's just like what Donald always wants to sound like, and everybody's like stopped in their tracks and like they're like, is this what you've been saying the whole time? And he's like, and then the backstory is Donald is so, oh no, we do see a Clarabelle on 1. We wanted Webby. Basically,
On the
the
play, I
whole
don't know.
canon. I don't know. Oh right. Well, I don't know. I want Webby. I think the card's just good. But basically, Donald is so angry because he's misunderstood his entire life, and that's why he's so mad. And because he just wants to connect with people. So apparently, and he goes to therapy too. The show is hysterical. Anyway, Tipo into the inkwell, Tipo onto the board, mystery card into the inkwell as well. It might have been a Tipo. Get him out of the deck. Get him off of the.
Tipo,
Oh,
Tipo.
we did it! We shifted it. We shifted it. Here we go, Jasmine. Whatever her name is. God, it's so late. But at the same time, we shifted it, and we did not find an ally on quest, and that is unfortunate. But hopefully we can Pleakley her next turn to get a little bit of ramp going on. Steady strategist. Yeah. So basically here, what we're going to do is we're going to quest, see if we whiff again. Please don't whiff again. Please don't do me like this, Jasmine. I was so excited.
We need to hit that Pleakley.
We need it. We need to do it. And honestly, at this point, you probably, you should hit the Pleakley because again, we can shift that Clarabelle. We know that's coming up. Tipo, but Tipo's not the worst. It's not the Pleakley, but he's riding the inkwell, and that's free ink as we sail. I really wanted to see the Pleakley, but at the same time, that's going to mean that when we could still Clarabelle,
we can't still Pleakley.
No, but when we do shift our Clarabelle, we are Tipoing out our. So this is really good. Basically, we're just like power ramping. We're Tipo into the inkwell, sail, Tipo. Ink our hand again when Joseph goes ahead and shifts his Clarabelle on his turn, which we know he's got it. We know that's what he's doing. At least our hand is a little less healthy and we don't have to be so scared. But we did opt to draw off of the Donald, so we're going to agree.
You always draw. I always draw off of it. Just like, you know what? You're going to get one more card, but I might need this card, especially when you're ramping already. Like, that could be an extra card into the inkwell.
And then here we go. Take this Jasmine. Get that out of there. You're not pleaking that. That's going straight into the discard. We do have the 2 damage onto the cow, which I don't even know if it matters. It could matter. We could 4 blast that with a Thunderbolt, I suppose.
Yeah, we can Thunderbolt's pretty good there.
Yeah, Thunderbolt looking pretty good because we only have 2 cards in hand, but we're drawing up to 4. Oh,
Thunderbolt's a clapping. Do we have it?
Yeah. Do we be having it? And that Jasmine into the inkwell for a Tinkerbell. Okay, not bad, not bad. Is Tipo gonna punch? Are we gonna do a little punch in here? Yeah, let's
Small
take
child fight.
I know. Whoa! The growing boy grew some hands, took out himself. He was his own worst enemy, which can relate.
Oh, self-deprecation humor, so funny. You almost said
Oh,
that one.
chat. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
I like went to read it and I was like, can't read that, but it was funny as we do see. Are we sailing? We're sailing. Check it out. Let's go through, filter our deck, ink some more, get some more cards out of our hands, and try to get as much Clarabelle value as possible before that Vincenzo Santorini comes down and ruins our day. Well, it's a Donald. We're inking
Double,
again.
no, triple ramp.
I know
Or
that's
triple
a
ink,
lot
anyways.
of. Yeah, we ramped 3 times. Or no, we ramped with Sale, then ramped with Donald. So we only ramped twice, but like you said, that's too many. It's too much ink. Now we're doing that thing. I've watched Joseph play enough to where like I can tell when his game plan is smooth sailing because of the way that he manages his ink and the way he just like because like if he's like kind of meandering
Telling
and
out
then all of a
trade
sudden
secrets here.
I'm just saying like
Giving
I
out
like I was
tells.
like
Giving
like
out people's
I
tells on
I
live
can't.
television.
I see it and I'm just like, oh, he is feeling good.
He's got
like,
some
okay,
positive
we're
body
zooming. Yeah,
language.
yeah. I know we were at the DLC and like somebody
Spooky.
walked up to behind me and they were watching Zenulus play and they're like, "Is he doing good or is he doing bad?" And he did his tell and I was like, "Oh, oh dear." And they're like, "What? What
Oh
is
dear.
it?" And he has one. He has only like one tell and that's literally it. And the rest of the time I have no idea how he's doing. So because we do.
I mean, if you have a tell that you've lost the game, then that's probably fine because you've already lost. If you have a tell that you have it, that's more dangerous because then, like,
They'll be
your
like, "Oh,
opponent
'cause they
might
could
play
know what
more
it was."
careful. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll play like differently because they're like, oh, he has it. But no, his tell is if he's losing, and it's very it's not even that obvious too. Like I pointed it out to one person, and they're like, I
You're
don't
like,
know what you're talking about.
if you stare into his eyes, you would
No,
notice that they fluttered
no.
slightly differently.
Oh,
I
no.
noticed that tell. I know he has that tell. Maybe you don't know he has that tell,
Okay,
but I
maybe
know he
that's what
has
I'm
that
missing
tell.
out. I'll have to pay attention to that. Your teammates said if I stare into your eyes while you play, I'm like, please, can you not do that? But all right. As we did the combo, we did the mean malicious and carry, and we slammed it. Like I said, he's so confident. That's what I was saying. He was so confident the way he was managing his cards. He knew for a fact that combo was coming. So cleared the board into a Vincenzo Santorini, taking that 3 damage and splashing it onto the cow and getting her out of here. But again, we're watching all of his card advantages from Donald just build up, and it's looking pretty good for Joseph this game.
I think Joseph's ink is fine.
What? Oh, dude, he like I said, man, that's his when his ink gets unwieldy, he is winning. Like that's how like the worse is.
So if it's like in a straight
line,
line,
yeah,
if it's in a straight line, it's
Absolutely.
like poor times, huh?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. Pretty much. But yeah, the worse the ink looks, the closer to you losing it'd be. I don't know. I did not finish that sentence, but here we are.
It made sense, I'm pretty sure. Is he going to be able to clutch this game up? Yes, it does
Yeah,
appear he's
yeah.
going to be able to clutch this game up. And we're going into game 3, and that game was so fast compared to the other ones.
Absolutely.
I can't even do an ad between this game. Like
Don't do it. We're about to get into it. We got
well,
one.
I literally
game.
can't. It won't let me do it.
Oh,
like
well, I don't know how Twitch works. I'm just assuming.
Within like 5 minutes of doing an ad, you like can't do another one or something. It just popped up. So that game was like around 5 minutes long.
That's crazy.
Maybe longer. It's designed to prevent me from spamming ads, to be like, all right, chat, we're going to play a fun game where I just spam ads for 10 minutes to get a bunch of ad rev. So thank you. And then they spam it a whole bunch. And then they just don't ever do ads for like a couple of days or something.
What?
But you can't do that. It just doesn't work out that way. They have things to prevent stuff like that from happening. But it's fine.
All right.
We've got
23
3
minutes
snoozes.
left. Oh,
We've got 3 snoozes, so we should not have an issue. Actually,
right.
So the 3 snoozes would be 5 minutes each, so that's 15 minutes. So there is a world that we use all the snoozes and they end the game with like a minute left on the clock and we got.
Oh, great. So that thing that happens is going to happen? Hey.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I mean, I could just do an ad right now. Maybe I should. I'll do it. Let's get it out of the way. Just guarantee there's not a problem in case this game's a slugfest. So only subscribers get to see the first turn of the game.
What is wrong with you?
And
No, I
people
mean,
watching the VOD who don't have the ads when I
I was
push
gonna
the
say,
ad button.
it's not as bad as
Or
like,
YouTube.
you know, when you get to the end where you're just like, cool, the game is almost over. We have 20 seconds. Oh, it's an ad. And you're like, somebody just mime it to me, I guess. It's not like I cared. I super cared. But yeah. Oh, yeah. We are
And
inking
for the
a Jasmine.
subscribers, we
Two
get to
and
see the
one.
we get to see the turn 1 ink and play.
Which is a Mulan, and then we're going to discard a giant old Enchanted Hades, which I still love that card. I don't know. I think it's the set one art. Like, I think that Enchanted is very, very good, as we do see. I don't know if Webby's in this deck. I've been chanting about it all this
I don't
time,
think it
and we have
is.
just. I don't think Webby's in this deck because we just went ahead and did another Clarabelle on one, and it seems pretty good. It seems pretty powerful as we sail on Humza's side. Yeah, if it's not in the deck, I hate that. I've been yelling about that card this whole time, and she's just not here. As Goliath goes into the inkwell for our sail ink for turn. Tipo into the inkwell. Tipo onto the board. Probably another Tipo into the inkwell because that's exactly what Joseph
Where it
has done
belongs.
for like two. Yeah, I was gonna say this is the same game that happened last
That's a lot of
time.
ramp.
All right, we're just gonna go hard playing a Jasmine.
Oof.
Let's go. I know, not great. Oh, Ninja
Well,
Harley, look what
I
you're
was
doing.
going oof to Ninja Harley
Yeah.
giving out some gifts. He waited till the end of the ad though before he gave it. That's my favorite part.
Wow. We now see a Judy Hopps coming back down. This one is searching for clues, Judy Hopps, I'm pretty sure. We're going to look, and I think we ended up finding our detective Basil. That is a detective, and I forgot about that, but that's probably going to be ink this early in the game as we ended up having to ink another Basil. So maybe we'll try to hang on to that Basil. And we do, hopefully. Are we going to hit off of this Jasmine? Please stop. Don't do me like this, as
Just
we
sing
are
with
going
it?
to hard play a Thunderbolt and Quest. Please give us a Pleakley. Doesn't matter. We found a Vincenzo. He's an ally. It works out. Everything's fine. Hooray!
We have ink for
Jasmine.
later.
We don't want to ink that. We need him. We need our Vincenzo.
We only have 5 ink.
I don't know. I'm going to hang on to that for a couple turns, see what happens. You know what I mean? That's why I don't play Sapphire Steel. I'm sorry, everybody. Judy,
You
go
played a
ahead,
lot of
go on
Ruby
a quest.
or Ruby Sapphire though.
Oh, yeah. A lot of my life went into that deck. As we do find a Donald. All right, Judy Hopps is searching for clues and detectives, and she is not missing. That's 2 for 2 in this situation. Oh man, this card's looking pretty good. And I think that's why in game one, Hamza was trying to get that sucker out of here, because that type of card advantage is pretty good as a Donald Duck flat-footed comes down. I don't know what I just did. I think I tried to do my Scrooge McDuck because it's getting late. And
Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah.
That's
know
not
what happened.
Scrooge McDuck. That's
It's
Donald
it
Duck.
was-
I can't do
was
that. I can't do the quack.
I was doing basically, I was saying Donald Duck as if I were Scrooge, because again, I've already said this, I think, a million places. Scrooge is my spirit animal, even though I'm super poor, but like Scrooge, his whole vibe, just, I love it. As we get another quest off of this Jasmine. Hopefully, are we going to get an ally? We got like Judy Hopps questing, trying to find detectives, and then we got Jasmine trying to find allies, and Jasmine's not as good at finding allies as Judy is right now, so... Goliath does come down, though, and that's going to give us the ability to draw up to 2 cards at the end of our turn, but notably is
Pretty
a
good.
6/5, so we'll cleanly trade with Clarabelle if it comes down at any point and tries to turn sideways, which sideways Clarabelles are usually my favorite because you want to just bop into them and stop the shenanigans. But this card looks like it's going to cost quite a bit and be the Basil that we got off of our Judy Hops, which was so helpful. And that'll bounce our Goliath right back to our hand as we double trade into the, let's face it, Teague is a little bit useless, Jasmine.
Oh,
Like just little, like she got a Vincenzo, and that's a thing that we'll play later.
She's a cog. She draws cards. She jumps into the inkwell from Pleakley. Sometimes she draws cards. You know, not every card is always a winner. Sometimes cards fail. Sometimes you just only draw Diablo 1s and you get to look at your opponent's hand and you're like, oh, this is so good. And you ink
There's
2 or 3
Vincenzo.
more.
See, our Jasmine helped us with that. Yeah, because Jasmine gave us that Vincenzo, and now we're using it to get rid of that Judy Hops or the Donald, because why not? Yeah. At this point, let's see how many more detectives that Judy Hops can actually hit. I mean, like, how many would she really get? Oh, God, that's so much ink. What are you about to play? Well, I think it might be another Basil.
Maybe.
It is another Basil. So that Basil comes down, and actually, what does that Basil do? That one's, if you ink, it makes you discard a card. Holy goodness. Okay, so we're gonna have to. So we played the Basil, ink for turn. Now we're gonna have discard Mufasa into the discard. Helms up.
Mufasa.
I just don't. Just listen. Mufasa is either secret ink with Sipo or into the discard. How many times do you actually get to like get it at Mufasa? We found another Basil.
Not often.
Man. We really needed to get rid of that Judy Hops because that is a third Basil 2-hand from the Judy Hops. She's doing work. She's much better.
All this work done, and it's still only 4-3 lore. That's one of the problems with the deck, is it takes so long.
I know.
Long.
Definitely. Namari coming down. Vincenzo questing for 3 more, getting us up to 6 lore, which is honestly gaming, and I respect it as we power draw our card through our Judy Hops. And we already know what we're doing for turn, because this is the tell. Joseph Quigley has it all in his hand as we go ahead and play our other Basil, because that would be the third Basil, by the way, because our Judy Hops is churning through our deck and putting every single detective in our hand. She's doing just some detectivizing, requesting again. He's got a whiff because she hasn't whiffed once. Okay, there we go. We've thinned the deck enough to where she finally whiffed.
You're like, Judy's never whiffing, and Jasmine can't hit for the life of her. What is going on?
What is happening? And Jasmine was enchanted, so she should have been doing her job. But apparently, we have our Namari back into our hand for a Tinkerbell, which finally gets that Judy that got more value than I've seen most cards get this set back into the discard. And if he has another Judy, I'm going to laugh hysterically. But it's fine. It's fine. It's all fine, because those Basils only have 4 to 5 strength. So we'll get through them. As that one says, whenever I ink, you have to discard a card. And those two say, whenever I quest, you have to discard a card. So potentially making you discard 3 cards, your entire hand. Just the whole hand. Ink, discard. Run that into Vincenzo Santorini. Doing 4 damage to him. What? Oh, Prince Philip. We already knew. We already knew the Prince Philip was coming. He's like, let me just go ahead and shuffle this sucker down to the discard. And now we're staring down the face of
that is a lot.
Probably a game win. Yeah, that's probably it. We don't think we have any cards in hand. Every single one of those
take
Basils.
Out 2 of them, but it's still 5 lore.
I mean, yeah.
And we lose our Tinkerbell in the process. No, I guess we don't lose it there, but then we don't take something else out.
We're splashing the 2 damage onto.
Thunder.
Hey, that's pretty good. All right, just having the card in hand. So, but we are staring down the barrel of 4 more lore and a bunch of discards. So we have the Tinkerbell. It's me and Tinkerbell against the world with an empty hand.
Just replace that gigantic mouse with another detective and a Donald Duck as we just go up to 17 with, the game in play multiple ways. Like, I don't know what single card Hamza could draw here to get out of this position. An
Duh, take
inverse
grab your
spooky
swords.
sight.
Nope.
Ink every character that costs 4 or more.
Mob song. Nope.
Mob song would
I was
not
like,
do much.
no, they wouldn't do it because we got a 2/5 and a Zeus. Okay, you got to be kidding me. Not
we took
like
out
this.
those basils though.
That was good though. I mean, hey, but at the same time, Joseph does take it in game 3 for the win, proving that Judy Hopps searching for all of those detectives did matter, as we had a fleet of basils that ended up taking the game for us. That was a basil party, the greatest of all the mouses of detectives, the Mises. It's a lot. As we switch up over here.
Let's jump into the booth.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
How you guys doing?
We're good.
Good.
So it was quite entertaining to listen to Color complain about how Jasmine would never hit characters and how Judy could just never miss.
Judy.
I was
Very
like,
good
bro,
for me today.
I was like, bro, that deck has to be thin of all detectives. What is happening? Why hasn't he missed yet?
The last, like the first few, I'm like, okay. The last two, I'm just like, okay, this is getting a little bit silly at this point. My goodness.
Yeah, there was definitely, yeah. And then I was like, Jasmine, she's here. We love her. She's questing. It doesn't matter what is happening.
You
Oh my
missed
god.
so many times.
So many times. I
was
was like,
rough.
find a Pleakley, find anything. Why are you here? But
I
yeah,
have 18 allies in this deck. It's really hard for me to miss frequently.
I'm on 18 as well, detectives, as a comparison. We're both the same number. It's just
Yeah.
sometimes luck goes that way.
Interesting. Yeah. When you were looking at detectives, were you seeing did you have choices most of the time, or is it just one?
I had a choice. Well, it was we just one. Okay, it was generally just one. One time I found 2 basils, because just like, okay, I guess I'll take one of them. But otherwise it was generally just one.
That's too good. That's too good.
Wow. I mean, and those cards are great because you're like, oh, this is a really good card. This is a source of card advantage. And if I build my deck in a specific way, then in that situation, I'm going to be able to kind of generate that card advantage. And I know, I think it was in game 1 where I think Luke, you were like, oh, if we go here, we take the other character at this point, we might be able to save our board. But Hamza, you opted to take out the Judy Hopps in that situation. And I was like, oh, well, that is our form of card advantage. And then I think it was game 3 where Judy Hopps survived just a wee bit too long.
I was like, oh, Judy Hopps isn't doing this. 2 question matters more. Guess not. Judy Hopps drew 5 cards.
It was crazy. Judy did so well for me. Yeah, I guess I really like her because she gives the deck green-blue has tended to struggle in low-resource game states, which blue-steel can really force on you and just top deck fire against you. But if you have a Judy going, you can deal with being only on a couple of cards in hand and fighting that a bit better whenever your Clarabelle isn't firing or Donald isn't firing. It's just another way to back yourself up in card draw when you can't pop off.
Yeah, I mean, and the Judy plus the Donald and everything else really kind of gives you this card advantage. We did see in game 1, it seemed like maybe can you talk about game 1 for a second, Joseph, where it felt like maybe it was a little bit slower and Hamza kind of was continuously answering and things like that. Was there a different line that you wanted to see in the beginning, or did you just kind of get that mid part of the game and you just kind of had it?
Yeah, honestly, Hamza played that game 1 quite well, I thought. Ultimately, unless I get a Donald Duck down early, if I'm on the draw, it can be fairly tough. He denied my Clarabelle any value, and I didn't have your welcome to try to extract value. So once the Clarabelle went away, I basically just had no resources up until the very end when I had Donald's rolling, but I couldn't swing the board at that point as it went.
Yeah, we talked about how it's just the Under the Sea was okay, but you really needed a You're Welcome there to hit the Tinkerbell instead, and that would have just been very good for you instead of just okay-ish.
Yeah, that was definitely a difference maker, and he denied Clarabelle very well otherwise, so I couldn't just extract it normally. Just draw 1 off Clarabelle doesn't feel great.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then what do you feel like in Hamza in that game 3, kind of was very strong back and forth, and then like game 3 kind of felt like there was a particular point where you're was it just like, did you give up internally because of the Jasmine, or like where do you feel?
No.
Like,
Honestly,
no.
it was there was one turn where I think I misplayed. I not actually, but like I should have played my Goliath that got bounced back if he was gonna rip my hand anyway. And instead I played the Namari just to get rid of I think it was a spooky sight that was in my hand, and I was like, dang, I should have just done that instead, so at least I would have consistent card draw.
Right.
That one I think was a pivotal moment for me because sure, it was the turn where I had Goliath and Mufasa also in hand, and I was like, oh, all right, well this is great. And so after that, because I couldn't really stabilize the board by any means, and when you got double discard out, no one can really stop you.
Yep.
And then at the very end, he had triple discard, and I was like, oh, come on. So yeah, we did see that Mufasa into the discard. Can you talk a little bit about your inclusion of that card in this Sapphire Steel list?
Sure. People are very okay. So it's 2 reasons. One, you can get to 8 ink very quickly, so it's just another top-heavy hit that you have that essentially generates value. Because you're going to be able to draw 2 cards off of it and then play more stuff as a result. But it also survives most things. It's a 4/9, so it really rarely doesn't get your welcome. I mean, it gets your welcome, but nothing else really kills it. So I've learned that it acts as like a honeypot where people are like, oh, I got to kill this immediately. I was like, I just played that to draw cards, man. You can do whatever you want with that. So it's but it probably may be getting cut next.
It's cute, but yeah, it won't be there next week.
Yeah, you're like, it's super cool, and if I can get people with it, or it just gets discarded. But yeah, I mean, at the same time, it is exactly what you said. You're like, okay, you had better dragon this, or you had better you're welcome this, or you had better, I don't know, just strength it for 9, because if not, and you do have like the card, like a higher resource situation going on, like, if you unexert with the Mufasa, it's like, well, I might as well just burn my deck. Like, I'm good. So.
Yes.
So it's, the one of them inclusion in there is, I like that. And especially too with this meta, it feels like we are sitting at higher ink totals than ever before because of the amount of Sapphire removal. So I like it. He's in the discard. I like him.
He was gonna get played next turn if it didn't get discarded. I'm telling you.
I'm kind of sad about that now. I love Mufasa.
And Joseph, now we're gonna see Mufasa in Joseph's list next week.
Oh
We're like,
gosh,
oh,
I don't know if I have that amount of.
Break the
I don't
format,
think.
Joseph.
Oh my.
Live up to your Quig Nasty nickname.
I still miss playing Mufasa back in the set 3 days. Rip Mufasa.
Mm. Yeah, but what do you need with that much ink? You already have too much ink. You don't need access to 34 ink in a turn.
Honestly, that sounds
you
pretty
do.
awesome.
Yeah.
Just like hear him like muted, but also evil laughing, and then like just like, with the Mufasa combinations. But
that'd be fun. Getting drop 2 7 drops back to back, but Onyx are very tough in this deck. They're very tough in this deck.
Yeah.
Well, it was pretty fun to see the detective.deck take it down for you to clutch game 3 there. Is there anything you want to say before we head off here? Let's start with Hamza.
Sure. Shout out to the community, as we always say. You guys are the reason we do this. Shout out to my team, Luxury Gaming, for supporting me, and I'm happy to rep y'all. And then shout out to all my competitive players who are making this set so much fun. I think there's a lot of brewing going on. I think there's not a one dominant deck. If you guys saw the discourse on Twitter on what are the top decks going on, everyone everywhere. So I'm a really
tier list.
I was gonna say, yeah, let's get a tier list of all the tier lists, and then we'll really find out what's going on.
So I'm a really big fan of this, and I hope to have much more fun with this moving forward.
All right.
Thank you.
Joseph?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Shout out to my team ETB for all their support. Luxury for a great match. Shout out to team sponsors, Twin Moon Studios, our mat sponsor, and Game, our sleeve sponsor. And if you want to hear my thoughts on how to play this here deck, my Metafy guide will be dropping on it tomorrow. Metafy.kiki at Pandemonium Heart.
Oh, that reminded me. Did you tweet something about not playing green blue?
I think I responded to an R&B tier list where you put blue steel at the top, and I said that I think that's a great idea. I want more. I guess I just think this matchup is very fun and close, and if I could just play blue steel or blue green all day, it'd be a wonderful time at the next DLC.
Not for
That's
the
what you want to do all
viewers.
day?
Blue mirrors. Give me all the blue mirrors. It's fun.
Agree with that.
You want to
I
play
mean-
14 hours of Sapphire Mirrors?
Let's
It
go.
was-
I'm down. I'm down.
Oh my
I've done
God.
it. It is actually more fun than you think it would be, honestly. It's way better than the Sisu mirrors.
Oh yeah.
As long as neither player has like the perfect hand, right? It's those games that go past turn 5 and 6 in spirit. Those are the good games. The games that you're like, you lose on turn 5, but you still have to play for like 7 more turns.
That's what
Those
I'm
are
saying,
the
that-
heartbreakers.
This
Yeah,
is
for
like
sure.
watching Emerald Sapphire Mirrors is like when you're playing Ruby Sapphire and your opponent is playing Ruby Sapphire items, and it's like a mirror, but they're on items, and you're like, I'm gonna die. Like,
Yeah.
you're like,
I
I'm just gonna
think
watch
the-
myself lose slowly.
I think the green blue mirror is amazing. I think it's fun. I think it's underrated. It's a good time, except for Bent to my bow. Bent to my bow makes the mirror bad, but otherwise it's very fun and back and forth.
So bad.
Said like someone who doesn't play Bend to my will in his list.
Oh yeah, I do. I mean, I'm not gonna
Okay.
go to a gunfight without a gun, but but if we could like
Perfection.
get something out of it, maybe it'd be nice. But I gotta have that.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, if you're gonna bring a nuke, I'm bringing a nuke, and we're all crying.
Exactly.
So
Yes,
I get
exactly.
it. Yeah, I don't feel good playing it, but I have to. All right.
Yep.
Well,
Well, thank you,
Well,
both of you.
yeah.
Those are some, great games to watch. Very entertaining, and it's always a pleasure to chit chat with both of you. So have a great night. We're gonna
Well,
jump
thank
back
Have
you.
a
into
good
the
one.
booth.
Thank you so much.
thank you guys. Good night. Whoop, whop.
All right,
Aw.
back in the booth. That was.
Did it?
I mean, I'm happy for Judy. I like that.
I know, right?
Like characters that's power or that's strength and willpower is greater or lower than their cost. I love that
She's
because they have a good
cost.
ability, right? Like she's
Oh,
cost
right,
4 and
yeah, I
she's
see
a
what you're saying.
3/3 quest for 1, or does she quest for 2? I mean, if she quests
I
for
think
2,
she
she's
just quests for one. She's
All right,
bananas
yeah.
busted, but at the same time, does she quest for? I think she does. No, she doesn't. That'd be rude. But anyway, at the same time, it's such a great. It is a great ability.
just for
it-
1, just for 1.
Yeah, I was about to say that'd be insane. But at the same time, like there are situations where you're like, oh yeah, like you're really only grabbing like detectives and like the card quality, this, something, the other thing. But I mean, we saw it just grabbed every Basil in the game, and that kind of worked for you because I don't think we were playing 1-drop Basil. We were just playing those 7-drop absolute monsters. So again, Joseph seems to have built their deck in a way that just kind of
I would.
capitalizes on just a critical mass of actually good detectives.
I'm gonna check. I would assume he's running the 1-drop just because he has the shift. The shift Basil being able to like come down on turn 4 and like just challenge something could be really good. But
I don't even think he
I'll
cares.
double check.
What are
Do you
we,
remember which
5?
name that is? We got 3 practice detectives, 4 disguise detectives, 4 undercover detectives. We're definitely playing the 1-drop, I do believe. He's
Oh.
playing 3 different Basils, and we saw 2 of them. You can't just only have Clarabelle for a 1-drop.
Oh yeah, he's got 3. Yeah, he's got three Basils. But we just didn't see him. Didn't matter.
Yeah, he had Clarabelle on 1 each time.
Every single time. Yeah, Clarabelle into shift. Yeah, he had it the whole time. Oh, he has Hades in the deck too. Crazy.
All these cards we didn't get to see.
Yeah, I was like, no, because you like, you know your lines and you just did what you needed to do and kept going. There's Baymax in the deck too. That's insane. I mean, Baymax wasn't for this situation, and I guess because Baymax ships still under the sea is really, really good. So yeah,
I'm assuming that Baymax got T-Po'd if he drew it.
Every single time. Yeah, I like Hades and Baymax probably into the Inkwell, but again, great. I mean, so we got ETB, the reigning champions, took it again in 2-1 fashion. So here we are. ETB still looking pretty good this season. Looking pretty good. Good team still good, I guess.
So they're gonna be in first place after this round. Since Restand had an off week.
What about the thing is,
this is Group B.
Oh, we don't even know yet.
SLTC is in third place.
I'm not going to pretend.
The Slab Sharks are still in first place in Division A.
I'm not going to pretend like I know how to do tournament math, but I do.
So since we're doing round robin, and we have 9 teams in each division, there's an off week for each team in the rounds. And what that does is it creates a weird scenario where in Group A, the Slab Sharks are in first place. They just haven't had an off week yet. So they've played every week. And they finally got their first loss last week to SLTC, but it was super close. So they are in first place with 31 points. And second place is World Class Cards with 24 points. And in third place is SLTC with 23 points. Now, the Slab Sharks, as I said, they didn't have their week off. So this next week is Slab Sharks week off, meaning that the other teams can catch up. So if World Class Cards get 6 points and SLTC gets 6 points, if they both sweep, they still don't pass Slab Sharks because the Sharks have been dominating that hard when they have been winning for most of the season, which is like good for them. It's definitely the way to solidify that first or second slot as much as you can. Now there is a world with SLTC and World Class if both of them keep playing and winning. Now the problem is while World Class Cards is 24 points, they also have not had an off week yet. So first and second place both have a week off before the end of the format, whereas SLTC with 23 points has not. So there's a good chance that when WCC gets an off week, they're going to jump down to like the 4th or 5th spot. But SLTC is probably going to jump up to second place. And unless the Slab Sharks get upset pretty drastically, we have 3 more weeks, one of which they get 0 points. If they get swept on one of those 2 weeks, there's a world that they get third place. And that while it's still top cut, it's not top 8 guarantee, right? So there's some fun mathematic things there.
Fun math.
I don't know. So I like looking at spreadsheets.
I was like, I know you look at. There's a lot of spreadsheet enthusiasts out in the crowd, but I do have to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're in a raid here. If you want to say bye to anyone here, we got 10 seconds before we're raiding.
Follow me on everything. I'm Colors Log. Bye bye. I'll see you next week. Bye.
All right. Good night. Bye.